Hello, everybody, and welcome to
live?
episode 349 of the TTV Podcast.
Mardi Gras!
Mardi
Just went like Super Saiyan.
Someone leave a window open. I think I hear a draft.
Whoa.
Oh, draft you've been hearing.
Whoa. I'm Mesa.
I'm Var.
I'm LJ.
I'm
LJ. I'm LJ.
Hey Ben. Hey Ben, that's your cue.
Oh, whoops. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Whoa. What's happening here? What's happening?
Nothing
happened?
That's what's happening.
We haven't ruined the name order in so long.
Yeah.
You're still in the process of ruining it, by the way. I don't know if you realize that.
I'm purple. Hey,
I'm Ben.
I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
I'm Webby.
I'm Takuma Nuva.
Ooh, didn't like that.
Yay.
And once again, welcome to episode 349.
Merry
Man,
Christmas.
it's only taken like
That's it? We're only at 349?
It's only taken like 5 years to move up one episode.
You could have like done one before now to make it an even 350.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
suck.
All right, come
All
back
right,
next
guys.
week. Come
Minutes.
back next week. We'll do it.
That's it. This is the end of the episode. Start
Bye.
over.
This is episode 450, season 10, volume 3.
Welcome.
The final.
Welcome to the
the
TTV
final
Podcast.
chapter.
We're
This
starting
is when-
over now. We're doing a new
Episode-
podcast. This is now episode 350.
Episode
Woo.
340, which, first of all, came out on November 9th, 2019.
Yeah.
And also was called
Wait,
Ultra
whoa.
Instinct Ebola, which I find,
What
find
a
that
look in
oddly,
time right there. Holy
oddly prophetic.
Wait, hold up. We predicted COVID before COVID?
Predicted the
Is that what I'm
COVID.
getting from that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I forget the context of that,
Thanks,
but
guys.
I'm sorry.
This is
Yeah,
to
so-
go even
COVID?
further.
I love that we had one comment on that episode.
I thought we'd already kicked the disease out.
We
Wait,
had
there's
one
only a
comment
single
on that
comment?
episode, and it was from Kit E. Cat. It's been a while since I watched any of your podcasts, and I'm glad to know you still haven't hit your stride.
That's great. That's awesome.
hilarious.
Beautiful.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm sure
Well-
they'd be happy to know we still haven't hit our stride.
I love my fan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Is that
for
picture
coming out.
purple on the stream?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that drawing before.
It's
It's a new.
It's because it's not technically like for anything. It was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
commissioned our good
I
friend.
didn't know what you looked like until this Christmas.
I
What?
I,
Wait,
um,
why are there 5 people on one side and 3 on the other? You could have just done 4 and 4.
Because
No,
we're the
see, that
rejects.
was the problem he was having before we
Oh.
started this recording.
Oh, is that what
couldn't
the
figure out
problem
how
was?
to-
This
No,
is
it
the
wasn't.
cool
Figure out how
side
to
of the
organize
stream,
it.
Purple. You, me, and Fluff, we're the cool side of the stream.
Okay.
here, I can go ahead and fix that. It'll just be a moment.
Wait, why?
Look,
Why did you guys go with the minifigure photo for Fluff and not just go with the minifigure for all of us?
Because I don't have a mini. Wait, hang on. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Who do
sorry,
you not have a
don't- look,
minifigure for?
LJ
don't make fun of
LJ
him. LJ
commissioned
doesn't know how to count.
LJ
love
commissioned
criticism.
AJ to get Purple a Christmas gift, which was gonna double up for this podcast.
Purple doesn't
But-
even look like that.
But then
Oh my God.
Fleff didn't have one, and then if he had gone with
Okay.
minifigures, it would have defeated the commission. So he
No,
put
no,
himself
no, no,
in a
no,
box.
No. The commission wasn't for the podcast. It wasn't
It was
for
for
the podcast.
fun.
Yeah, it was just.
I
It was
distinctly remember a conversation you said, so she would have one.
This is why I
on
quit
the
the show.
I would have one.
I can't get anything right.
LOL.
Christmas
Sons
is
of love, I
ruined.
promise.
You ever wonder why we're here?
AJ, you did very good.
Oh, Oh,
Thank you
that's
for the
sad.
artwork. Okay. So before we get too much into craziness, I just want to say a few things.
I'm leaving.
What do I have to say things?
Bye.
Bye. It was fun, guys.
I have to say things. Let me
You
say
really
things.
don't, though.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
you
don't
can
have to.
say things without us being here.
We're better off if you don't
That's
say
it.
anything.
White man
Christmas,
speaks because he has something
Hanukkah,
to say, and the
everything,
fool speaks
Ramadan
because he has to
trees
say something.
have all
Oh
been
my
canceled.
god.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Ramadan
I've
tree is
fixed
back.
it so it's even now.
Very nice.
Wow, dude. You put a lot more effort than was needed. We were just making
No,
fun of you. We
But
didn't
when
have to actually.
but here's
I'm
the
very
thing though, when
curious to
she
see how this
pointed it
got
out,
evened out.
it started bothering me. So
Oh,
You
no.
wasted all this time.
Yay.
No,
It does look nice. It looks very nice.
Good job.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I'm always
I
right.
like it.
It does look better. Yes, you are.
I'm not on the OG
Well.
side anymore, thanks.
A few words before
What?
we get into this festive
I can't hear you.
celebration.
What?
I have important things to share, Var.
What?
Let me share them,
What was
Var.
that?
Let me share them, Var.
Okay.
Sharing is caring, and I don't care. I'm leaving.
So we did this on Knack and Jay, and just because we have our audience listening to this, I think the same PSA bears repeating. LJ, would you mind repeating our elephant PSA?
oh,
What?
yeah. I mean, I guess.
What?
I'm already seeing comments.
Oh, are you already seeing comments? Gosh dang, people!
Yes.
Come on,
The EPSA.
give us a break. I thought this was for something else.
The
All right, so
APSA.
listen. We're streaming and recording this on December 26th, 2022. There are a lot of exciting things being talked about in the Bionicle community, and a lot of people want us to talk about the elephant in the room. We can't. And that's all we can say. We can't.
Listen,
you go.
guys.
It's not
Love
our elephant. It's not our
Let-
place to say anything about it.
Listen, guys. Look, love isn't canon. It's still not, and it's probably not ever gonna be canon.
Dang.
Still not canon.
It won't be. Greg no longer works for Lego, so it's done.
I know. I saw that. That was a sad day.
And
It was
I
nice.
no
It was
longer
nice.
work for TTV. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about. No, just kidding.
There you go.
That is true. You guys are putting a lot of trust into everybody here in this call. But
We are. We
as
trust
far
you
as I'm
guys.
concerned, I don't care.
I know.
The truth is, Bionicle sucks.
I have
need
no
to
idea
not
what we're talking
care.
about.
I put trust in you guys because you're our friends.
Well, that was
Is that so?
Wait.
He was
So,
a friend.
so what makes you think we're friends?
Because we've had laughs together, Takuma.
Footage not
Now,
found.
you see, Messi, what that was there was a callback, and you completely missed it.
Oh, I remember the callback. You did it to LJ once, right?
Callback has left the chat.
It was the first thing I ever
Anyway.
said on the podcast.
The truth is, Bionicle is coming back in 2015, and we're all very excited.
We are very
Wow.
excited. The mask
Wow.
of creation has been found on Lego survey.
Deja vu.
They're releasing
The
these
mask
really.
creation has been found on Lego City. Quick, build the tower. Hey!
New from Bionicle. Nothing.
Takua.
Takua has fallen into the river.
Not Takua.
Takua just hecking died.
Takua has fallen into the Lego river. The lava river. Oh my god. Alright.
Goalie
Oh, this has
head.
been really fun, guys. I'm bored now, so
I believe
get
we
into the
just
show now.
barely started.
Well, you guys
Very
can have a
good.
turn to talk now.
wait, what?
What?
You guys can have a turn to talk now.
Oh.
Who's having a turn to talk?
Everyone
Oh,
else, because we're
Th-
bored now.
Dude, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, we're
thank
bored,
you.
yeah.
All right,
Sure.
so
Entertain us.
Here
Well-
we are now.
Oh, I'm being so
I
entertained.
did also want to say we have a snazzy stream layout, and special thanks to that go to the man, the myth, the legend, Zeros, who for years upon years has developed quality graphic design content, and this is no exception. There was once upon a time a plan to have this podcast be on Christmas Day, and that did not manifest. So the Christmas lights, slightly off season, but you know what? It's festive.
Hold on, it's only the second day of Christmas.
Go on.
I thought we were on day 13.
There's 12 days of Christmas. Today is day 2.
Oh my god.
The 25th is the first day of Christmas.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Depending
Okay.
on what sort of traditions and cultures you go by, we're looking at all the way until sometime in February before Christmas season's over.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
I do not like the sound of
Yeah,
that.
I don't either.
Is
Guys,
that actually how it works? I thought it was like it counts
Yes.
up to Christmas.
No! That's why all the radios lie. They turn off the Christmas music on the first day of Christmas.
Look, Christmas is the day of sharing and loving your family and spending
the
all
first
that
day of
time.
I gotta look
Did
this
you
up.
not
I don't
get
think
it?
No,
today?
he's
Nothing.
actually right. It is starting from
spending-
Christmas onwards.
I did not realize that.
That's
I
fake.
thought it was leading up to Christmas.
this is kind of
Our
mind
wait
blowing.
till I tell you
Then it'd
be the
words
25
laser
days
and
of
scuba.
Christmas.
I'm actually you've actually blown my mind. I did not realize it was 12 days after Christmas.
Yes.
Sounds fake.
Chalk up another Takuma Blue Vardaran's mine right up there with the Santa Claus and the words laser and scuba.
I love having my mind blown.
Okay, nope, we're done. We're done. We need to move on quickly.
It's all
I
over
guess
the
the
wall.
third thing I would like to say is thank
Sorry?
you guys for joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Both listeners and cast members. Some of you I haven't talked to in like a year. Looking at you, Flav. Hi.
Clef,
What-
I
what-
thought you were.
What the fluff doing?
I only see Viper here. What's going on?
Oh, it's Viper. Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
Oh.
TTV Viper.
The callback.
Legitimately forgot that we called her
somebody-
Viper
Zach
for
I-
like a month.
Empty bookshelves.
Somebody came up to me the other day, like, wow, they didn't come up to me because it was on Discord, but they came into the call. They're like, yeah, yo, Viper. I'm like, do not say that. Do not say that. That is
I
Is
haven't
it a
heard
fan
that
of ours?
name in 9 years.
good friends of mine.
Oh,
good
nice.
friends of
Cool.
mine.
Okay,
that,
cool.
That was my old name.
That's
That was
funny.
very funny. Yeah.
I mean, that's like people calling me Blaziken 1110.
Nobody says that.
You do sometimes. To mess
Only
with me.
because you call me main.
That's like people calling me. No one ever does. No one calls.
No one calls you on your cell
Oh.
phone.
No,
So
don't
call
do
me
that.
a
Oh.
cell phone.
No copyright. music.
Gonna cry then?
Gonna cry.
No copyrighted
some
movie
dirt in your eye.
quotes.
But yeah, the channel is going through an interesting time right now. We're
channel's dead.
splitting up. We're restructuring. We've got our new channel, Keep the Peace, and Var had the wonderful idea to do a bit of a reunion tour to kind of like
No, I didn't.
book
It was
into
my
the old
idea.
era. Wait,
It
what?
was Ven's idea.
Are you? Am I being gaslit right now? I'm pretty sure it was Var's idea.
No,
You're not
really
what you're
leaving.
talking about.
Who gets
That's
It's not
it.
being
I'm
gaslit,
out.
you just
Nope.
think you are.
I'm out of here.
Don't leave. Don't get. I'm sorry. I
Man,
didn't mean to discredit
how could you do that to poor Ven?
Clearly, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm
Well,
sorry.
what's up,
Vin.
man? Are you
Won't
okay?
happen
Like,
again.
you
No,
can't get basic facts right. Like,
I've got
who
too much
came up with
Lego on the
idea?
brain. It's causing the degradation of my friendship.
insane in the membrane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Well, anyway, it was me that came up with the
insane.
idea. I don't know why Messo's over here claiming it was Vin. But,
Dude, I know, right? What was that all about?
yeah, that was really
classic TTV, just delivering false information
Yeah.
to the masses.
stupid. Yeah.
Oh,
Fake
misinfo.
news.
You
I
do
hate
realize
that
that
guy.
Vin and I are two different people, right, Messo?
Are you?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Racism.
We're going the
You people
distance
are all the
tonight.
same.
This holiday season, the fires are lit and so is the gas.
Whoa!
Messo, can you finish what you were saying already? Can we get on with the show? Like,
That was basically it. I was just saying thank you for coming with the idea and have a reunion
Messo,
tour.
Why are we here?
why are
Yeah,
we
but,
here?
what do
This
you
is a
want,
stupid idea,
dude?
Messo. This idea sucks.
What do you want, dude? Like, what do you want?
Well, I want fun time with my friends and nostalgia and festive cheer and
And yet
Cool
you invited
story.
us.
I did, yeah. You're so right. Because I
You
love the
took us-
special brand of chaos that we can
Put us on a
create.
live stream like some kind of puppet show, you sicko.
Yeah, what can I say? I just had dance for my amusement.
You know,
Is this how you get your sick kicks?
Baby.
Okay, so for a brief moment there, I saw a future, and it was in a small interaction. It was
Cool.
Takuma had that zinger, a classic Takuma zinger, and Var laughed. And for a brief moment, I saw Var and Takuma as better friends. Like,
Where is this
just for a
going?
quick second.
Friends?
I'm afraid you blinded yourself to the truth.
I'll do. Yeah, I'll over here shipping. TTV
No.
members.
Just
Look at the
Does that
rules, dude.
imply a baseline to begin with?
Are we doing a counseling session right now?
I don't know.
Who is HR? Is it still Vin?
Oh, I
Vin is
hope
still
not.
HR. We never technically fired him. He is
He's
still-
got the orange
All
roll
right,
in our
where's my
private chat.
Sudoku puzzles?
Wait, does he? Did we ever
Yes.
take off the HR role?
I don't know why you guys never took that off.
Are you serious?
Vin has
Yeah.
We
been.
haven't.
He's
haven't
been human
needed-
resources the whole time.
You haven't needed my services in about 4 years.
Look,
Yeah.
look,
you
I'm
sure?
He's
5
I
years.
feel like we've needed them. We just never got them.
Oh my god.
He's actually human resource.
You guys were a company?
Once upon a
Emoji,
time.
Well, that's the
Emo-
funny thing.
I mean, you
right?
want to hear the plot twist?
emoji privilege.
Oh!
What's going on
Define
with the
company.
what's
Dude,
going
we
on
should-
with the what's going on with the emoji privilege? What's going on there?
What about the priv arms?
It's
They
like
are legs, but they are private.
it's
There
like
go,
human
privilege.
human resources cast member emoji privilege. Privilege.
No,
Privilegs.
emoji privilegs.
Excuse me, emoji privilege.
Yeah, you put some respect on that name.
Respect.
I work hard for those
Gosh,
privilegs.
I wish I could respec. I've made so many bad skill choices in life.
I wish I could read.
Me too. But
purple.
unironically.
Oh, we have
You
so
can
much
read.
in common.
You're a comic artist.
What?
You can read. You do comic.
I do
She
comics
draws the
because
comics,
I can't
not
read.
writes them.
He outsources that to a sweatshop.
Wow.
You guys should read my comics.
You know what?
Just a
Let's
plug.
them.
Yeah, you know
Plug
what?
them right
Yeah,
now.
plug. Go ahead and
Yeah,
plug.
okay,
What have you
so
been
I
up
have
to?
2 series. The first one is called Vindicaris. It's about personified periodic elements beating the heck out of each other, and it's very fun.
It is.
Hitting the 5th year anniversary.
Oh my
Oh.
god, it's already been
Awesome.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years, and I'm like barely a third of the way through. It's so long, dude.
Oh,
That's so wild.
One Piece
Yeah.
time. One Piece length.
Yes.
that's
Um,
epic. That's great.
My other
Epic.
series is called Talent Hunters. It's about these teenagers who can turn into dragons and they go on adventures and stuff and also have a lot of personal problems.
That one I've been reading. I like it a lot.
Yay, thank you.
I
should
do
definitely
love
read-
characters with personal problems for sure. I relate to them greatly.
So relatable. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you guys should definitely read that one.
The more
'cause
mental
it's been
illness,
making me
the better.
really depressed lately. So people liking that series makes me happy and not want to quit it. So
Good.
yeah,
So go read it, everybody.
I'll
Where
check it
can we
out.
find them? Do you have like a link tree
Yeah.
or like
yes,
is there an
I have a
Instagram
new
page?
portfolio website actually that I just
Oh.
made this weekend.
Yo,
Epic.
let's go.
Dang.
I like
prepared
big.
to go.
That's
So,
big.
There you go.
Serpira.art.
That's really
I
cool.
I thought it was
actually.
Serpira.art.
It's Sapira.
Oh man, now I feel dumb. I've been saying it wrong for
It's
like
okay,
so many
dude.
years.
Everyone
Wow.
mispronounces everything in all of my series.
It's pronounced
okay.
Serpal Dragon.
Purple dragon.
If you open a ramen shop, you gotta call it Slurpira.
Ew.
Never.
Ooh.
Never say that again. You are. Okay, we're gonna have
Why?
to fire
For
you.
Okay.
ramen, dude.
What?
For ramen.
We're gonna have to
What?
fire
If
the HR guy.
If I had,
Oh my god.
Gotta get
if
HR
I
for
had
HR.
a ramen
All
shack,
right, guys, I'm fired.
if I had a ramen shack, I'd call it the Worm Shack.
Why?
What,
Nice.
what the worm?
Yummy.
Because like ever since like I played Mass Effect and Grunt says that noodles look like worms, I can't unsee it.
I remember that exchange. Very nice.
The one.
Why
the
does
worm.
Why does Purple's name show up as 3 question marks in the Patreon chat
So-
on the stream?
An excellent
What's
question.
up with that?
Thank you for
That is
asking. I don't know. It's
That's one of the
It's genuinely on Discord's end
it is.
with
This
their
is
stream kit.
Oh,
it is
weird.
100% on them.
Yeah,
It's a known
that-
issue.
just blame Discord.
We circumvent it with special characters, I believe, which
Yes.
is why we have like, brackets around our names. So if you want to fix that, just add some cheeky brackets or a period like you are. That should also work.
Oh, nice.
That's dumb. Also, look at my icon in the chat.
Oh, very
What?
cool.
Is it just you coming out of a present or what?
Yeah, my face is totally blocked off.
Nice.
Very epic. Well,
I like the part that where we talk about things that people watching or listening to the video can't see. It's my favorite part.
Yeah, you guys suck.
but you can
Okay.
see it if you pay $1 a month to join the
Wait,
TTV.
wait, no. Join
I
my
like-
Patreon instead. You can also pay
What?
$1 a month. But
No!
for $10 a month, you can read updates from both of my comics. As
What
I
is this
finish
late
them,
stage
you're gonna be like
capitalism going on?
super ahead of like everyone else. I'm already working on the next chapter of Vindicaris while this one is still updating.
What's
So-
your Patreon?
Yeah, my Patreon is better.
What's
You
your
actually get
Patreon?
content.
Dang.
Wow.
Fighting words.
Hey, you listen here. We record one podcast per year, all right?
More like 2 years.
We record one podcast every 2 years.
We're almost in 2023. The last podcast wasn't recorded
Is that
until like
not enough for
2019.
you?
It's
No,
been
that's
almost
not
3
That's not
years.
true. No. We
You
did
guys
one 9
are
months
bad
ago.
at math.
We did one 9 months ago. It was fine.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
That's like an entire
Oh,
baby ago.
Yeah, that's a whole baby.
Yeah, you can have a whole tab before a new podcast comes out. That's a guarantee.
It's a guarantee.
Take
Ruby
it from
says,
me. I totally know what's going on.
What do
with
you
the
mean?
podcast
We get a
already.
Minecraft server, right, Meso? You're so right, Ruby. You do get a Minecraft server on the island of Matanui, with more to come, maybe one day. But for now,
Oh,
the server's
man.
probably going offline soon.
Look,
my
look.
I
God.
don't
Here's
think
another.
anyone plays on it.
Here's another thing that we dropped the ball. No, not we. That you guys dropped the ball on. So TTV Podcast number 332 on Patreon has this comment from Boulder. So you guys don't post the audio anymore? Man, I'm a returning patron and was looking forward to listening to your shows without needing to be on YouTube like I
I'm
used to.
sorry.
Hope you could start that again.
Man, TTV, classic TTV, disappointing their like buying audience.
The buying audience.
So
Oh,
There
that's
you
Speaking
go.
it.
of, speaking of buying audience,
We don't
just
have
got
board
a super
meetings.
chat.
Yes.
Taking money and offering nothing in return. Classic TTV.
We
That's
just got a
amazing.
super
Now,
chat.
hold on. We
What?
offer misinformation in return.
Let me read the super chat. We
Wow.
just got a super chat from Angont Nui for
Thank you.
$50.
That's
Whoa.
my
Thank you so
I can't
much.
wait to see. I can't wait to see none of that. Cool.
True.
I'm sorry.
Absorbed into the capitalist machine of TTV.
He says,
Where does it all go? What do you guys do with it?
We have a lot of.
It's like next time we're doing webcams, we're just gonna see a
vacuum.
random couch in Meso's background. Like, where'd you get the couch from, Meso? I had that from Waldo.
Angont Nui did the couch.
Picked it up on the side of the
Anyway.
road.
Anyway. Angont Nui says,
I
happy
get
second
0 royalties.
Angont Nui says, happy second day of Christmas. Great to see the old cast back together. For real,
Aw.
memes aside.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree. It's good to see
Don't
everyone
get
again.
used to it. It's a one-time thing.
here.
Unless you
Also,
pay me.
So-
Happy
Like, if
second
you
day
pay
of
me a lot of
Christmas
money,
to you
I'll
too.
show up.
That's
It's
true.
just
If
gonna
you
be
if you pay
money
us,
for leaks.
if you pay us, we'll return.
True.
I'll
Reasonable.
work for $50 an episode. That's like
Not
one
bad.
super chat.
True.
not bad.
That's one super chat.
Fellas, couple of things.
What?
First of all,
We're sorry.
Yar.
I heard some feedback in the YouTube live chat, and I hadn't heard this feedback yet. So I feel like it's important to give what the listeners want. If you all direct your attention to the YouTube live stream, you will see that we have reverted to our classic minifigure avatars for this special occasion. thank you to specifically the YouTube live chat for that very unique single instance recommendation. I appreciate it.
No, we haven't. It's still
I'm
the
not
same
seeing-
one.
yeah, I don't see the change.
Gaslighting is real.
LJ
Like-
gaslighting the audience.
Yeah, you
If
probably
you
should have.
if you
It-
believe very
it's-
hard enough.
There's a
there we
delay.
go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
there we
there
go.
it is.
Ah,
Good
there
job.
See, that looks way better. It's way more
See,
consistent.
if you just
Reject
if you
modernity.
focus inward on your mind, you can see anything.
Why
Did
have
you
never had
move-
So
pink
much
hair?
facial hair.
Why
Huh?
did you
Pink
move
hair
Fluff
purple?
down?
No,
I
okay.
had pink hair at one point, I'm sure.
Oh.
Not
See-
recently though.
I didn't make these, and these were fan creations that we asked if it'd be cool if we used them.
Oh, that's right.
These are very
Forgot about
old
that.
versions of minifigures. These have all changed significantly, except for like
Yeah,
Envy.
I changed a lot.
Envy and Meso have changed either little or not at all.
I've got to say, I've changed, but then I've come back around to looking like that minifigure.
Epic.
That's funny.
LJ, we have a
I'm happy with
question.
that.
We have a comment from Der Einzeller. Please share Minecraft map of Biocraft.
Okay,
It's out, man.
It's been
It's
out
out,
for a
dude.
million years.
it's been out for 6 years now. I mean, I'll get the
believe
link.
it is still up for public download on the
Whoa,
TTV message board.
whoa! Wait, Biocraft now?
Super chat.
Yes,
Yo,
Fluff.
super chat. Dude, Doug is donating to the Meso couch. Where's my couch? Do I get a couch?
Happy holidays from Doug,
Suffer.
who's in
Thanks,
$5.
Couch,
Happy
couch.
holidays. Missed you guys, and here's some money from SS new couch.
Where's my couch?
I bet that
Yeah,
couch
what
now
about
has
me?
like lounge functionality, like the lever on the side you can pull and kick out your
got-
legs.
Where
got-
does it go?
It's got
That was when Meso's
it's got the back massager and like the nature sounds that play out of it.
Ooh, now you're talking. Hey, we're all going to Meso's place when he gets the couch.
No, my place is literally like a broom closet.
You're not
TTV
fooling
embezzling.
anybody. The amount of money you've had funneling into your place, that's just a set.
If you
That's
can
just
fit
a
a couch,
set
you
in
can fit
one
the rest
room of your
TTV.
mansion.
Yo, Meso, can I have a room in your mansion?
The
The Meso Mansion.
I'll put you on the list, Var.
Mansion.
Yo, we should buy one of those content houses, like a giant mansion.
Oh,
that we
content
all
Would you
have.
would
Whoa,
be in
the
content?
TTV studio?
The TTV studio,
It's
except no one
back.
else is allowed to live there but me.
I can't wait to be a goblin in a different country. I'm so excited.
Bruh, Wadden gives £5. I believe that is.
Oh, dude, I'm finally getting some money for my account, except I'm
Hey.
never gonna see a dime.
Happy holidays.
finally
Here's
get your-
funds for
your
Var's
gamer
couch.
couch.
The one he'll never see.
Oh my goodness.
Bro!
Then we have
Oh.
$5 from Dark Takanuva. Some
Oh my
monies
god,
for the
super
vouch.
chats.
Oh, the vouch.
Save me a seat.
Oh, I
And then
got
the
it.
artist. Oh, Elder, you take this
I,
one.
yep,
chat.
no. The man, the myth, the legend, the artist formerly known as 26,000 down the drain, $20, said, "I'm better than all of you. You're nothing to me. You hear that? Bolton, you're an ant beneath my boot. You're nothing but a pawn on my chessboard, and I've got a team of all queens, bucko."
That's great. Thanks for the
Yes,
$20.
that's about right.
Where's it going?
Me.
Down the
Yes.
drain.
Thank
Down the
you.
drain.
Yes, down the drain.
Thank you, 26,000.
Who's
That's very
drain?
kind.
If it's going down my drain, I'll become a plumber right now.
Ben really needs the money. Desperate times, man.
Speaking of plumbers, you guys seen the trailer for that Mario movie?
Yeah,
I just want to be
it's pretty neat, man.
compensated.
I like
Yes.
that trailer when it's like in every other language but the English language.
Wow.
Like the French like VA for Mario is infinitely better than
Chris
English
Pratt.
Mario. Chris
Yeah,
Pratt,
Crispy rat.
Do we
Crispy
love the
Rat,
Crispy
Crispy
Rat?
Rat.
Chris P. Rat.
It
Yeah.
does kind of sound like Chris Pratt, like just literally just got up from a nap and then walked into, like,
Yeah.
stumbled, like, hung over into the recording booth to record
It's
his
like,
lines.
it's like, what is this place?
What is this place?
What's-
like,
what
I-
am I doing?
I-
Oh, Mario.
I
Okay.
never-
It's
Who-
me, Mario.
Who
Marshall.
was like, yeah, that sounds just like Mario? I
I don't
like.
know. Well, I've missed you.
No, I do like Luigi's choice of voice actor.
That's Charlie Day, right?
It is.
Yeah, Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day is pretty good.
Can I give a
Yeah.
hot
Did you hear
take?
Luigi yell spaceship?
Can I give a patented Meso hot take?
No.
Is this
She
a
don't,
Hear
patent?
it.
she don't get hot take.
Everyone is giving a mid performance on level with Chris Pratt, including Jack Black.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
definitely disagree. Everybody else
Dude,
sounds
that
way
is
better.
based in nothing.
That's it.
I
From the-
loved him in the first trailer, and then in that
Dude,
last
get
trailer, I was like, yawn.
Ratio this dude.
Here-
Yeah,
here
Yeah,
come- here-
no.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Here
it.
comes-
Meso is no longer on the cast for the
L.
live action
And I
Bionicle
get
Netflix.
his paycheck.
You fell off, Meso.
You
That's
fell
so
off.
I
Sorry,
hereby
don't take away from the
declare,
couch fun.
Cope.
I
C,
do declare you have your
L
couch
plus ratio,
confiscated.
GGs.
No, I need my couch.
Ouch,
Let's
Cascade.
hang them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
Wait, what?
Listen, what are a few gallows
far?
between friends?
A lot. I don't want to be hung.
That's
That
a
sounds
Meso.
unfortunate.
You'll just be hanging out. It's fine.
Aw. $10 from Ruby, who says, ignore the name and have money for the Among Us Stream Fund. Among Us Stream Fund!
Is there gonna
Among
be a
If we
Us!
should play it, we should also put like an adult content warning because there will be swearing.
Oh, no,
What do you
definitely.
mean? It will
There-
just go on
there
TTV
totally
Nerf.
won't be any swearing
Oh yeah.
at all.
Dude, we played Among Us at our last in-person meetup. That got feral.
Yeah,
was,
I mean, I've never like lost my cool with someone like I have like in a game of Among Us.
It was
when
extraordinary.
they were like, oh yeah, the Fluff, she didn't do the oxygen. I'm like, I did.
You really needed to be there for that one that we did in October because Among Us has introduced some new features since the last time before that we
The
played.
shapeshift.
And they introduced this thing where if you're an imposter, you have a chance of becoming a shapeshifter. And
Oh,
one of our new group members, a friend of ours by the name of Leo, he shapeshifted into Var, and so a bunch of people were saying, "Yeah, we saw Var over here," and Var was losing
Dude, the
his mind.
gaslighting was so real.
that
It
is
was so bad.
It was freaking Purple, dude. Purple was like, oh, it was definitely Var. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but it freaking wasn't me. And then she kept gaslighting me, and I'm like, it wasn't me. So I was convinced it was her.
I mean,
And,
in the end, before I got thrown out the ship, I was like, "You guys are done. You guys are done. You throw me out of here, and you're done." I get thrown out.
Real quick,
We have
did
another
get
super
another.
chat
Yeah, there you go.
from Monherb, who gives it $5. Says, "Merry Christmas. Here are some couch funds. Anyway, dance, 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 drop." And his avatar is of the Dancy Boy Matoran, the Legend of Monherb.
Crimbus dance.
Man, is this modern podcasting just like interrupting the flow of
Yes.
conversation to read comments? Like,
So
I mean,
anyway,
come
be
on.
sure to
Fun.
smash that like button and
Wow.
crunch that subscribe button.
Make
would you-
sure
You guys
to
should
Where's
subscribe
my
to my
Sudoku?
channel where I post my really old comic animations.
I love-
kind of want to.
I love how you're just here to shill. That's the only reason you're here.
Yes, 100%. There's only 23
Why did
people
you go
here.
back to
All
being a
23 of
fan
them
and
will
making
be reading
fan
my
art of
comics.
me?
You know what, Purple? I
respect
respect the
that.
hustle.
Thank
Oh
you.
no! Oh no! I'll read this.
Super chat.
Another super chat from the artist now known as Stinky Doodle.
You know a doodle that isn't stinky?
Super chat.
$20 says, "I saw Meso stealing magazines from the local gas station. He threw dirt in the cashier's eyes when they tried to stop him. Anyway, let's
cry.
read this chat message. From the artist now known as Stinky Doodle. Hey, I changed my name."
Yeah, so why did you do that?
Listen, they were giving me a look. You know, they were giving me dirty looks.
Yeah,
Well,
you
their
pulled
name
out. You
probably
pulled out
started
the.
with
Shut
D.
up!
You
I pulled
pulled
out
out
the
the
pocket
spare bit of pocket stand you had, and you used it.
Hey, everybody donating, you guys should unsubscribe to the channel.
Oh my gosh.
What? Why would you say this?
And instead, subscribe to Keep the Peace, the
Nah,
brand
dude,
new
just
channel.
unsubscribe and close the tab and never come back.
No, that's sad. I like all of you.
And
I'm glad all
instead,
of
go
you-
to Keep the Peace, the brand new Lego channel.
No,
hosted
don't do
by-
that. Just unsubscribe from here and move on with your lives.
And
No.
instead,
Oh,
move on to Keep
everybody's
the Peace,
leaving
the
call.
brand new Lego channel brought to you by some of the
Yes,
past-
everybody's doing it.
No, please don't subscribe.
That's up.
Nah.
We got another super chat from Kleb Mahar 12 who says it's 10 Australian dollaroos, and he says, "Wait, Mange, you read this in your best Kleb impersonation."
I'm not doing that.
Who can do an Australian accent?
No one.
No, you see, the thing is, I can only
Oh,
speak when I do the
can-
club
I can
voice.
give
It
it a
has to
shot.
be when I
Let
do the club
Fluff
voice.
do
It has
it.
to be Among Us
I
positive.
can give it a
Oh.
shot. I can give it a
Give it a
shot.
go,
Do it,
Fluff.
See,
Fluff, do it.
Let's see. So they paid 10 Australian monies and said, "Money to not play Among Us."
Hey.
Base.
Base.
I didn't hear a single crikey. How dare you?
For those of
Guys,
you who
guys,
in
I
our
have a
Right.
genius
chat,
idea right now.
what is
We
your
We
idea?
should have a bidding war between people who want us to play Among Us and people who don't. And
Oh my
whoever
God.
wins
Where
at
is
the
that
end,
money going?
then all the money goes to me.
Sectional
It was
over
my
here.
idea.
That's true. Purple would get you the credit for that.
Yay.
Um,
Anyway,
Oh,
bidding
no.
war.
Another one. The artist now known as Stinky Doodle, $2. Emergency meeting. I saw purple vent.
Purple vented.
Oh,
Purple
Clearly you
sauce.
didn't if that's how you're spelling it.
You saw a purple vent? That's cool.
Dude,
Didn't
I
know they
can't
made
believe
them in that
the
color.
vents are multicolored.
It's pretty spooky. It's pretty sus. It's pretty
Somebody named
sus.
Purple vented their feelings.
Don't mind me. I'm
Yeah,
stuck on the
I'm
Simon
sad.
Says game for 5 minutes.
I'm
Giuliano,
sad too, because I'm not seeing a
Giuliano
single dime of all these super chats.
Giuliano Gisotti, I've been pronouncing that right, says, "Crikey, money all goes to charity. Hi, I'm Charity."
Kid named the drain.
Genius.
This is fun.
So what? How's the channel life been like, guys? Because
Dude,
Miserable.
Channel live.
Dude, I found a new life hack.
What channel life?
yeah, because like I think basically everybody in this call is no longer a part of the channel except
we
for
are
Andre and
outnumbered.
Nessa,
Yes.
right?
I make one video a year.
Yeah, I kind
We
of
are the
don't like
last
the
two.
whole idea of people knowing that I exist, but they are welcome to know that my work exists.
Reasonable.
Yeah, I'm kind
you
of
know?
with you.
I feel that. I like that.
Agreed.
I grew out of wanting to be in the public eye, so it's been interesting.
But Var, doesn't the life of a Z-list e-celeb have such appeal to you?
No,
That had too many letters in it.
Nice.
nah. Honestly, I'm good. I don't miss it.
I've
This sucks.
forgotten the alphabet, so I don't even know. How to
Bro,
spell
everyone's
it.
being like so generous tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank
Trevor
you.
Samora gave another $50. Well, no, $50, but another $50.
I like how you're
super
about to immediately
First
do
one.
the thing he asked you not to do in the super chat.
chat. Var's right. Don't stop the flow. Hearing all these voices on this podcast is amazing. What a lovely gift. Thanks, you cool fellows. At the same time, couch fund? That's worth it.
This
What's
better
the
not
couch fund?
actually be Messo's
He's
couch.
buying.
If
we're
it is-
I
buying
mean,
this
at
on a
this
couch.
At first,
This
my
couch is going to
joke
be a
was like,
sectional.
oh,
It's going to have tassels, the massage
Can-
features.
Can we start the Get Purple a Car fund? Because
Yes, please. I am like
Does it have a
so
couch in it?
not
You don't
doing
even
okay.
know how to drive.
You have your own Patreon for that.
Yeah, go to my Patreon right now. It's patreon.com/Vindicaris and give me money and you can get
Give
cool
me
stuff in
Give me
return.
money.
Money.
I mean, look,
I
at
post
first I was
like
like,
pictures
oh,
of my cats on there for all patrons.
We're my cats too.
at first I was like, oh, $10 isn't enough to get a couch. Haha, funny joke. But I mean, at this rate, if this keeps up.
I mean,
Who
you
knows?
should be able to afford a cheap couch at this point, right? Like
Where-
a crappy
okay,
Walmart couch.
But where is
Good
the
like the
couch going?
Bargain section on.
Where do you
Well,
think it's going,
in my
LJ?
apartment, obviously.
The couch is going on
If-
the roof
If
as
you
it
don't,
should
if
be.
you donate enough money, we can hire a private investigator to find out where the money's going.
The couch,
I
the couch
need
will be
to
going.
know.
The couch will be going to me, but I will bring it to the
Super
TTV
chat.
studio.
Goodness gracious, these super chats are insane.
Another $5 to the artist now known as Stinky Doodle, who says, "This is an elaborate money laundering scheme. TTV is a front for illegal
They've got
activities.
us. They've
They'll
got
do
us.
nothing to stop
We
us."
gotta go, guys. We gotta go. We gotta go now. We gotta go. They know.
Thank
they
you
know.
all so much for listening to the podcast. We hope you
Thank you
Bye.
enjoyed.
guys.
Wait.
See ya.
I really like this idea of people having to pay to talk to us.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Purple. Just
What?
take a deep breath, okay? Let's think about this for a second.
Master,
Yeah,
you're better.
think about what
We're
chat
about
we're in
5
right
minutes
now.
away
and how
from
people
Purple
are-
buying Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
Someone donates like 44 billion in super chat.
Yeah.
Dibs.
I
Anyway.
gotta say, I would be expecting some of that.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Anyway, you asked about the channel.
Yes, I did.
It's been doing very badly, Var.
It was doing badly before I left.
20 minutes.
LJ and I did this little thing, you may have heard of it, called the Canon Contest.
Yes, I did. Yeah, the
And
the
it
thing I
burnt-
kept telling you idiots to stop doing a million times, and you never listened to me.
We kept telling them. Everyone kept telling them.
Everyone kept
They
saying,
kept
"Hey,
telling
this is a
them.
dumb idea.
But
Maybe
I did-
stop
I-
doing it now."
I did say to stop a while before we stopped.
Here's the
but-
thing. The idea itself wasn't bad. The expectation
Super chat.
the expectation that certain groups in the Bionicle community could be adults, that was the foolish thing.
Wow, so you're just
Wow.
saying that the whole Bionicle community is just a bunch of kids? Is
I
that
Certain,
what you're
Bionicle
saying?
sucks.
certain groups.
Wow, so you're saying Bionicle fan groups are just
All
nothing
of
but
them.
children?
Unilaterally.
Oh my gosh.
Var, remember that old episode of Knack and Jay
You know, I think
that you
cool
guessed
skills
it on?
suck.
That was,
Yeah, there you
is the
go.
Bionicle community toxic? We need to do a
Yes.
sequel.
Ah, nice.
Like every fandom, it is indeed toxic.
We got
Insult
another super chat to the artist now known as Stinky Doodle. $2. Notice me.
Dude, you've been
You have
noticed.
been noticed.
No, what's really come to question is will anyone notice where your money's going? Because I definitely don't.
Underneath the
We got
cushion.
a
Ben.
comment from Caleb about
In the special compartment of Messo's couch. That's where
Caleb
it's going.
Bautel says, "These AI voices have really improved since the LJ soundboard. Vars is pretty uninspired, though. It sounds like they just picked some guy off the street and juiced him up on every flavor of monster."
Fire truck you, dude.
Messa, I don't think you were supposed to read that comment. There was no $sign attached to it.
Oh, no, you're right.
Exactly.
I'm
I
trying to
agree.
focus
I'm sorry.
now.
I agree.
I'm sorry, I watched it.
Now we have to charge him $5 for that. Look what you
That's
did.
coming from the couch fund.
Sad.
Anyway, Caleb, pay up. $5, please.
But yeah, so you guys did the canon contest.
No, I
and
think
fuck
Meso
you-
needs to pay up.
Yes,
fine,
I,
we no
I,
longer
I,
do
I
that.
would agree with
Will-
one of the. I would agree with one of the comments. Meso is eternally 12.
yes.
Oh
True.
yeah, that's
He's
been
got-
a thing since he was
okay.
12.
But here's the thing, though. You look at Meso, and he's got a goatee happening. And
I do.
that... Meso, is this an
Listen,
intentional
12-year-olds
decision?
can have facial hair.
Yeah, he's got a goatee. What's wrong? What's wrong with that? You not seen 12-year-olds with goatees?
No.
Oh God.
For starters. And secondly,
Wow, you haven't been out there, man.
a goat... Are you trying to look like a mobster, Meso? Are you trying to look like...
Potentially.
You're trying to look like-
Meso with a goatee, taking a sail on a boaty. And if he falls off, you gotta pass him the floaty.
The protein.
I'm liking what you're doing here, Vin. I'm vibing.
I just feel like, Meso, maybe don't look like you're trying to audition for, like, a pawn store. You know?
What is this?
I would watch that. Meso's pawn
Roast
store.
Meso's physical appearance podcast.
Super
Ooh, that sounds
chat.
fun.
Whoa.
So,
Hi, Takuma.
We have a chat.
That
of
wasn't me.
super.
We
What?
do.
What?
The Scorpion Strike, $10, says, "Well, this is a blast from the past. How have you all been?"
You know,
We've
I
been
actually
using
do recognize
Scorpion
that username.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
me
recognize
too.
that name
Did I
too.
do like a
very,
commission
very,
for you?
very old patron.
That is an old. I haven't seen that name.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Very, very cool.
How have you all been?
Yeah, we
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
let's have,
actually.
let's have a
everybody here.
conversation now.
Let's-
Yeah.
Let's actually
I
talk
know.
about something.
It's been an hour and nothing has happened.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
haven't
God,
we haven't
really?
had any kind of
That's
Take
combo.
5 minutes
About
happened.
right.
Mostly money.
Are you guys at least entertained?
Are you
No.
entertained?
I don't
They
care
keep
about you guys. I'm talking about
throwing
the
money
fans.
at us
If you're,
because they're like,
if you're
"Show already."
entertained, please post a thumbs down in the chat.
No,
What? No, don't do that. Yeah, I mean,
If you're entertained, click the dislike button and unsubscribe from the channel, please.
Oh my gosh.
this is standard TTV stuff. We just can go for hours without really saying anything. I mean, you know, we're doing this initiative. We're doing this keep the peace initiative.
Yeah, Looks like it's been
really,
going pretty cool.
it's been fun getting it off the ground. LJ deserves a lot of the credit. Like
Thank you.
90% of the credit.
No,
well,
no,
not
no.
90%.
Definitely not
Video
90.
creator.
Definitely not 90. So
95.
99.
the true MVPs of the Keep the Peace initiative, firstly, is, as always, Zeros. He's like a structural load-bearing pillar for any video initiative that we do that needs like really nice visuals. For instance, the ones you're seeing right now. He did incredible work for the Keep the Peace channel. Everything he's done has been amazing, and he's been just so kind and patient. And then of course,
I hope you pay him.
Zeros
Yeah.
is a Chad.
outside of Zeros and my attempts at getting the channel up while Meso abandoned me.
I was on vacation.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
How could you leave your brother in arms like that, Meso, on vacation?
Listen.
Our friends Zach and GL also put in a lot of hard work making reviews to get up on the channel before a review embargo, and they worked very hard and they did a really great job. So
Yeah.
along with them, Ulti, Sakota, they did great. They got a series that's coming up. Everyone really did a fantastic job, so it was definitely not a one-person show.
Excellent.
Cool.
So that is
Very cool.
it's an effort for us to regain our passion and get things back to the way they used to be, which is just making fun content, because in all seriousness, the canon contests like torpedoed our passion for Bionicle at least. And Ninjago is torpedoing our passion for Ninjago right about now. So we need to get that back.
It's interesting
That passion.
because not only have I been so far like distant from the channel, but I've also been distant from all things like Bionicle and Ninjago. So it's like
Same, yeah.
life
Yeah, I
is
mean,
good,
Bionicle
man.
dying will do that to you.
Life is great,
The
honestly.
happiest I've ever been.
A massive burden has been lifted from my
Literally
shoulder.
though. Cut out
happy.
the channel, cut out Bionicle and Ninjago, and man, life improves. Woo!
Very happy for you, Var. I'm happy for you.
Hey man, there's nothing stopping you guys.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, they
it's
did just launch the new channel, so that's cool. I mean, the
You guys
channel
should,
looks cool.
like cancel
It's
it.
an attempt.
Like, right now.
God.
It's an attempt. We even said this in our announcement video. It was like the channel might not catch on. We might not have fun with it. We may get bored of it in like 6 months. You know, it's an experiment. It's an experiment to see if we can just go back to making fun content like we used to.
That's part of it. Like, if you
And,
don't give it a try, then you never know.
We needed to hit a reset button in some way.
This has been like 10 years in the making of hitting that reset button. We've been talking about that for a very long time. I'm happy to see that you guys finally made sense of it and did something, you know, and even if it is still going to be Lego centric content, at least you're going to be enjoying this kind of content.
Yeah, I mean the stuff we've done already, like Sakota and Ulti did like a hilarious Let's Play. With we're doing reactions to Legends of Chima because some of our people haven't
Oh,
seen Chima
Without
Absolute
me?
classic.
without you.
Classic.
Oh my gosh. What season are you guys on?
We've
One.
only done 3 episodes so far.
Okay.
This is
I'll
one.
enjoy it on that.
It's so unfathomably bad. I forgot how bad it was.
A classic one.
Mm. Mm.
Nice.
We're doing okay for now. We'll see if it continues.
I'm very happy to see how the new channel has come up. It looks all the
It looks
assets
really
look
nice.
really good. The content's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I watched a few videos and I was enjoying the setup and the.
As someone that had to like design 90% of the thumbnails back in the day, it's nice to see that you guys have a channel that looks good, like visually.
It's self-sustaining.
Yeah, without me, like that's pretty cool. I'm glad the thumbnail game has improved a lot because
We'll see if
man,
it-
everyone was trash.
I was
Right now,
when I
LJ
was
is
around.
still producing the thumbnails,
No,
but we're gonna
again, still no. I will definitely say that Zeros and I have created one of the most fun review thumbnail concepts that we've had to play around with in a while.
Elge.
That's good.
Huh?
My point is not to devalue Zeros. I'm saying we still have a lot to go in terms of self-sufficiency. You're still making most of the thumbnails,
yeah.
but we're getting there. We're
Yes.
we're improved.
Very excited. As long
I
as
shall
we
be keeping an eye out on my YouTube feed for new videos. I've been
Thanks.
liking the videos so far.
That's very sweet of you guys.
I
Thank you.
need to get the reacts out. I want to record more of them though. But,
So, we have a good question here from Wadden, who asks, question, would TTV Nerfed ever return, or has it been sunset? So, the interesting thing about TTV Nerfed, I don't really know. So, we did our Danganronpa Let's Play, and I didn't really realize how well that did. It did exceptionally well. Like, I think it coincided with when Game Grumps was doing theirs, and so we got a lot of residual clicks off of theirs. But at least V3 has like thousands and thousands of episodes per part, and I think the others do as well. Yeah, it's all in parody. Then after that, we started the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play, which did not do as well. Part 1 only ever, it didn't even crack 1,000 views. And then I dragged my feet releasing the latter parts, and by the time they ended up coming out, it just, like, interest was just dead.
Yeah.
Most of them don't even crack 100. So, I don't know. If there ever exists a want for us to do any Let's Plays, yeah, I mean, we haven't sunset TTV Nerfed. I just worry about, kind of like how TTV is going through an algorithm crisis, I worry about Nerfed going through one.
I mean,
But
I don't really.
ultimately, it's just a play for fun.
I don't know if anyone necessarily cares about making Nerf like this bigger than what it is. It's just a place where we can post fun playing game videos.
The Danganronpa Let's Play actually being successful was an accident, basically.
It was a fluke.
We never really tried to make that successful. So
yeah, we were literally just playing the game
Yeah.
and recorded
if
it.
ever there exists a need or a want to do another Let's Play, it will probably go unnerfed.
I
mean, I
I feel like with the whole group recording ourselves playing games has just become very, very not a priority. I was gonna say low priority, but I don't even think it just doesn't come up. We just
No
don't
priority?
really do it.
Nope.
Tried to entertain it a few times. I tried to do like a little streaming thing every now and then, but even that was just like, don't really feel like keeping it up as much. And again,
Yeah.
the general interest just wasn't really there. So
What about TTV plays Overwatch 2?
No.
Ooh.
that's
Nah.
see, that's not gonna happen.
No.
No one's ever
Yeah, that.
no one's gonna. Overwatch is already such a pain to play. You really want to add more pain by trying to set up a whole streaming thing and
That'd be
recording and all that stuff on top of it. It's like no.
Unfortunately, you won't even get me playing Overwatch now. I've uninstalled that.
I just realized today it's already almost been like 3 months, and I don't recall like the last time I've seen any friend group play Overwatch 2 already.
Yeah.
I never even installed it.
For me, the answer to the TTV Nerfed question kind of ties into a comment that Scorpion Strike left that said, "What has VAR been doing? More art." Got a website too. The answer to that question is I'm not really doing anything online anymore. Like I've kind of left the channel and I've kind of dramatically reduced my online presence a lot.
Wish that were me.
Touched grass.
Yeah, I touched grass, as they say, and life is going good, and I enjoy
Got himself
not...
a maiden, you know.
I enjoy not being online or like posting what I do anymore for content. You know, like my hobbies are now just kind of my hobbies. They're not something that I need other people to validate anymore.
Yeah.
Wish
So-
that were me.
Yeah.
It's been very liberating, and So for me personally, I don't really have any desire to continue making videos for anything like TTV Nerfed or whatever. Like, if another Danganronpa game comes out or something, I would absolutely love to do another Let's Play with that. Just because like that was really fun, and I enjoy watching our Let's Play content purely for my own enjoyment. You know?
Yeah, and that's what it should be, really. It should be, when you make videos, it should be for most importantly, your own enjoyment.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would probably, like, if another Danganronpa came out, probably that. I know there's a couple of games that we wanted to play that we thought would be really fun to record, like that Until Dawn like sequel that was released.
Yeah.
Man of Medan.
The Quarry.
There's Man of Medan, and there's like a new one that just came
Quarry.
out.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
the
the Quarry. Yeah.
LJ,
yeah,
I
the
wanted to do
Quarry.
Ace Attorney.
Yes.
Supermassive Games Until Dawn series. All those are good options.
I am insistent because we had so much fun with Danganronpa. Ace Attorney, just, oh my gosh, it would be incredible.
Scratches the same itches,
It-
albeit more in terms of outright like parody or comedy.
Yeah,
Um,
like the VA potential, like
Yeah.
doing the
Never
voices
say
and
never.
stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds
But
like
yeah.
Var, you've turned over a corner in your life. You've become enlightened. It sounds like.
Well, I've taken a different path, I guess. I'm
Was
no
there
longer-
anything that like sparked that in particular to kind of make that change, or was it just kind of something you arrived at naturally?
Asking for a friend.
Well, I think it happened as a result of a very overwhelming and life-crippling depression, and that happened as a result of one, Bionicle being canceled for the second time, the channel kind of nosediving into the ground at that time as well.
Yep.
I lost my job, like in IRL in real life, and at the same time could no longer afford my apartment that I was living in, and I had to rehome my cats. My grandmother died. I got into a
Man.
car crash.
Man.
And yeah, so just a lot of stuff all happened.
You've had a lot on your plate.
Yeah, a lot of stuff all happened at one time that really crippled my mental health for a while there, and I just had to kind of, like,
Kind of reevaluate things.
well, yeah, take a step back and
yeah.
like kind of reevaluate what I was doing with my life and everything. And
That's
I
good.
realized that like a lot of why I felt like I wasn't progressing in life was because I was spending a lot of time doing things that weren't really leading me anywhere.
Yeah.
So because of that, I took a step back from the channel. I focused on my career. I now have a great job. Got a great job, making a great living now. Career's going well. Purple, did we ever announce that we were dating publicly?
Oh my god, I don't know.
I don't know if we
Pretty
ever
sure you
did.
have at one point.
I think it's on the TTV wiki that you guys are. So
I think
somewhere.
Yeah.
Ew,
It's
we
getting
don't
Just
know.
kind of like a natural given.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things where it's like really freaking obvious to everyone that we liked each other. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we officially started dating a while back.
Wait,
and I
what
think
the heck?
yeah. So we're now going, like, I think we're on our 4th year at this point, right?
something
Oh,
like that.
Yeah, so we've been going strong. Things have been great, and we've been living together for about 2 years now.
that's lovely.
Yeah. So life is going great, and I'm glad that I have.
Through
kinda
COVID
put-
as well. You guys are troopers.
Yeah, we actually we moved in together like right before COVID because COVID was
my
starting
goodness.
to COVID was starting to pick up, and we were like, okay, well we got to move in now, otherwise we're screwed. We might get like stuck separated for who knows how long while this pandemic like happens. So we just like took a leap of faith and moved in together, and it's been great.
Oh, God bless you
Wonderful.
guys.
Yeah. So,
Marple, the wholesome success story,
yeah.
breaking free from like all that stuff and finding
Yeah.
happy. That's wonderful.
That's
Heck
the
yeah,
thing.
dude.
Like like life does just like get you by the tail, and like that's a
Yeah.
weird saying, but it means that you've got to focus on that more than anything, and your own mental health obviously is incredibly important.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't help that a lot of the things that I enjoyed, I had tied into like money making and like content creating too. Like my hobbies through TTV, I had turned into a job You know, I couldn't enjoy Bionicle, I couldn't enjoy drawing, I couldn't enjoy making art anymore because all of those things were like things that I was making with the goal of getting people to see it and trade it for like monetary value.
Yeah, it
Right.
sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
becomes
It
stressful.
ruined everything that I liked.
It becomes
So-
stressful once you rely on it as a consistent income.
I guess
Yeah.
you're going through that right now, huh, Purple?
Yeah, I don't want comics to be my job. I need like a real job, but I can't get one because I don't have a freaking car, and it's like a whole thing. But I can't get a car because I don't have money, so I have to like
Not enough people
monetize
are
Yeah.
comics.
donating.
Purple's
Yeah,
kind of Purple's
is
kind of going
pain.
through what I was going through.
That is
That's
pain
the
right
hard
there.
part about
I'm
being
in a,
like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fluff.
That's alright. I'm in a very similar where my location currently is not like I live in a quite isolated area, and I'm learning to drive, but of course because of the pandemic, everybody's been wanting to drive for 2 years, so there's a huge backup, and yeah, it's just like I want a better job, but I need a car, but I can't buy a car because I don't have any money because I don't have a job.
Trapped.
So it's just it's that horrible little circle you get in. It's
Mhm.
pain. Yeah.
But something we all have in common is that we all did try to make something happen to where we could be financially stable through doing the things that we like. And much like Bar, I listening to him, it was like, wow, reflecting on my own experience too. Like I was very much into a lot of our content creation and even trying to pump out my own illustration and art to try and make money. And it's hard to do that as a creator, to come up
Yeah.
with your own money making scheme, basically. So I
Yeah.
sympathize with Purple. It's hard to come up with new ideas for comics and then pump them out regularly, so that way that becomes your income. And man, adulting's hard.
It's also like
is.
I think a big part of it too was that not only had like I made my hobbies my job basically, but also the channel was going down the tubes at the time too. Like it was like Bionicle was over, views were crippling, and everybody seemed to be against us too. Like this was when we were
Yep.
doing
Bionicle.
the Bionicle G3 stuff, and
Yeah,
it
online
became-
discourse got very toxic.
yeah, it became very popular to like crap all over it, and that was something that I poured a lot of my like heart and soul into.
I
So
would
it-
say
it
in,
was-
in the time I've known you, that was like you put a lot into that. You've done
Yeah.
plenty of
Yeah.
private projects, but I'd say that was the most public facing outward project you've ever like showed as much of
Mhm.
that work on.
Yeah. So when you've tied a lot into it, like being a success and creating like monetary, like revenue and stuff, and it's not going in the direction that you want it to go in, it becomes very defeating. So it's a lot. It's a lot easier, I think, to kind of separate, at least for me, my hobbies and my revenue stream.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my current career is something very separate from my hobby. It is a job and nothing more than a job. And when I clock out, I go home and leave work, at work.
Yeah.
And I really prefer it that way, honestly.
It's a conversation. It's a little too much to even get into on this episode. If we can ever get you back on for a video in the future, I would like to have the conversation we have a lot about like doing what you love for a living and like the fallacies behind that, because you have very good opinions on that. Just a general life philosophy approach. Basically, I want you to be a life coach, Var. Very good. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, it doesn't, the same life like trajectory doesn't work for every person. We're all individuals.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah.
like my experience had me go a certain direction, but I'm sure that other people can make a hobby into a job and have that work out perfectly fine.
We all go down our own separate paths and journeys that take us
Yeah.
places that we would never expect.
Mhm. I think that just being online so much was very mentally draining, and tying all my hobbies to revenue was very mentally draining, and all of that was just kind of compounding. So
makes sense.
yeah. So I guess to tie that back into answering the question of like Nerf and like other stuff, I will probably not be involved unless it's purely like an enjoyment, like for me personally type thing. I'm not in the business of making content anymore.
That is completely respectable.
So,
And
unfortunately, that probably sucks for anybody that enjoyed my presence on the podcast. Sorry, guys.
I mean, you gave
Um,
a lot of years of
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gave a lot. You've made a lot of videos, and I believe that they're still around. Like,
Well, most are.
that's all gonna still be there. Like.
Winston Jago TLDR.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, those are the videos that aren't around
so
anymore.
Sometimes it's best to call certain like hobbies and stuff like and activities you do quit before like you start to just make it just because.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have two not super chats. See, I'm getting encoded into like the pay money to read. Wait,
Yeah,
it's
see,
working.
I don't like
See?
that. I think that's kind of lame, dude. I would prefer to just have a
Dang
conversation.
it, Meso.
Yeah.
Guess you're
These
gonna have
aren't
to
even-
pull some money out of your couch
These
to
aren't
pay
even
for these
super
next
chats. No, my point was I said they were super chats, but they're not. They're just comments.
ones.
That
I
was the
know.
joke.
You're gonna have to pay for them so that they
Um,
become
Yeah.
super chats.
Donate right now.
Beaky Hat asks, the patron chat said Vin has a game. What is it? Vin, would you like to talk about your game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So in the midst of the pandemic, I had a lot of free time, and I chose to spend some of my free time revisiting an old video game project that I started when I was in high school. And it's a platformer called Pokey the Stick Figure. And it's a very short game. It's very difficult. I've put a lot of my friends, you guys included, through the ringer testing it out over the years. And I finally went ahead and just said, screw it, let's finish this game, let's tighten up the code, let's put it out there, and just make something out of it. That was one of those things where it's like Bar was saying, trying to kind of turn a hobby into a revenue type of thing. Well, kind of. I didn't take it that seriously to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start making a bunch of more games and just become a full-time dev. I just finished it because I've enjoyed working on it and learning how to code it and everything. And it's out there. It's on Steam. It's $4 because I worked hard on that, and I can't afford to make it free to play. Sorry, Battle
fine.
Royale is not coming, but
Add the season pass, man.
but it's out there. And the funny thing about that when it comes to the whole game dev thing is back then when I put out Pokey, it, like I said, wasn't with intention of becoming a game dev. As of a few months ago, I have found myself in the area of game development. I'm currently working on a few multiple indie game titles as an artist, and that is now my full-time job.
Oh wow,
So
that's
freaking cool.
awesome.
Thank you. I wish I could talk more about them. They are still very early in development, and
That's sworn to secrecy.
yeah, like really only one
Yeah,
of
that's
them is out there that you can find on Steam. I gotta find the name of it because the guy just recently changed the name of the game, so I'll do that in a moment. But yeah, only one game is out there that's like public. You can see screenshots and gameplay and stuff, and the other games are still cooking or baking in the oven. There's one I'm
Excellent.
really excited for that will be coming out with a trailer very soon. And once it does have a trailer and gameplay's out there and screenshots are out there, I'm going to be sharing that on my socials. Well, by socials, I mean my Instagram and whatever Linktree stuff that I have around that time. And that when that one is revealed, you'll be seeing that if you follow me on Instagram.
Epic. Oh, I
That's
love that.
awesome, man.
Yeah, I just decided, after this year, I graduated my university, finally got my degree, my bachelor's degree. It took a while, but it happened. And I decided, it's time to finally do something from day to day that isn't like I don't know, like a retail job or something where I just feel like I'm not really using a lot of the skills that I've been trying to learn and hone all these years.
Amen.
Yeah.
Art has
Yeah,
always been my
amen.
thing. Art has
Yeah.
always been like a nice second nature type of thing for me. I don't mind doing a lot of it, especially if I'm getting compensated for it. Then it's like cool. I don't mind spending the time doing it and continuing to learn and practice. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I finished up a lot of stuff that I needed to do this year, and I'm moving on with my career. Oh,
That is
and
good.
I did notice, sorry, that someone did ask about my music. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do still work on music time to time. Not as much. It's a very much like back burner type of hobby. But I did put out some music, I think last year, on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff. You can find it under High Affinity. It is called Point of Contact Volume 1. And Volume 2 should be coming out within a few months. I'm still working on it.
High affinity.
Holy crap, big reveal.
Big reveal. Big reveal.
Big.
Very nice. That's awesome, dude.
Thank you. I know. Like, I actually am very excited about that kind of stuff. I feel like it's been a long time coming. That, stuff like that has been waiting to happen, I guess. Or I've been waiting for stuff like this to happen.
You're breaking through, dude. You're breaking through to the next phase. It's very excellent. We got a few more nice comments. JNC Gaming. We will miss you, Var, but I'm glad you chose the path that made you the most happy.
Thanks, bud.
Another one
Appreciate
named
that.
Sneasel says, I've never interacted much, but I basically grew up watching you all. I found the channel through one of LJ's Bionicle Minecraft mod reviews.
Sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was that something you...
No. It's
Maybe
but
thinking
it
of
is
something else.
it is probably one of the showcases of the island of Motunui before we redid Biocraft.
There you go. That's probably what it is.
Wait,
Okay.
did we not do? I feel like we did do a mod review at one point.
I don't think so.
It was
I think we did.
not of anyone else's, I don't think.
I remember there being a mod review of some kind of Bionicle mod.
Are we at the stage where we're forgetting our own content?
Are we talking about like we're talking about a Minecraft mod?
Yeah,
That's
that I'm pretty
theory.
sure we did do that at some point, or like LJ. I feel like you did do that.
Oh no.
I don't
Well,
remember doing a Minecraft mod. I remember
right.
doing a
There's only one
walkthrough of the
audience.
island of Motunui, ours.
We definitely did do that too. I feel like we did do like a one-off video of a Minecraft mod that was Bionicle inspired.
Find the
though.
video or it didn't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, I'm not about to go
I
through
don't
all that much
remember
of
Look
that.
at that.
Well,
We'll
Smeezel's
say, if
saying
anybody,
like, nope, this is a Minecraft mod review where he distinctly tried different masks in the game. What the heck?
Ooh.
Yes, I remember this.
Am I?
could it have been on your private channel?
It might have been on
I
your
wasn't
private
around
channel.
for that.
I don't. I did a review.
I
Collective
admittedly
fever
don't
dream.
recall this exactly.
If you guys could like find that and send that to us, that'd be great. Cause I guess I must have like holes and like dark spots in my brain or something. Cause I'm just not remembering that at all.
Dog is remembering it too.
No, it definitely happens because like I definitely have blank spots in my memory too. Like we've been doing YouTube videos for years. Like
That's true.
yeah, like it's easy to forget
Long.
stuff we've done.
Oh, another super chat from Magic Ninja
Super
6195, $5. IDK if this was discussed already, but I have a sort of game suggestion. Got any Digimon games to play, LJ?
So that
I've heard
I'm-
Digimon Survive is pretty good.
I would love to do a Digimon Let's Play with everyone, except that outside of me and AT, pretty much everyone else hates Digimon, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I'd love to play. I'd love to play Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I heard that was excellent.
Respectable. Well, there you go.
So
Then another comment from Frosty Ace 100. Just have to say, I'm glad Var seems to be doing great now. He's happy, he's doing good, and he hasn't fired LJ yet. He's
LJ,
really
you're
turned
fired.
a new leaf.
You're fired. I hate you.
oh well,
Bro.
it won't be the first time.
Bro.
It won't be the last.
I was just on your channel and I saw your onward and upward video that you made 5 years ago.
Yep,
Onward and upward.
yep. That was
Onward and upward
You-
and back
you
to
like
normal.
you look like you just stopped like bawling and you forced yourself to make a smile for that thumbnail.
Bro, that's messed up. Don't bully the man.
I'm not bullying, it's what he looks like.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
pointing
not
out the
bullying,
obvious.
It's the truth.
Yeah, exactly. It's not bullying if I'm just pointing out what's real.
I want to
Oh
say,
my god.
is it possible that the mod thing that's being discussed is the Masks of Power game, because I did 2 videos on that, one on my channel and one on the TTV channel.
That
It's
is
possible.
true, and he did
It's
try
possible.
different masks in that. That just isn't Minecraft. It's a unique game.
I know that
Yeah.
4 of us also got an exclusive first look at the Legacy final update for that game. We did that about a year ago. Over a year ago. It was
Yeah.
in July.
That's true.
Yeah, it might be. I don't remember specifically, obviously, but
I hope that's it. Because otherwise I'm just like not remembering it.
The artist,
Yeah.
now known as Stinky Doodle, $5, says, "Hey, there's this game called the Modernui Online game. It's something you guys should play." That's interesting. I'll put that on the list.
Hey,
I've never
hey.
played Monog before.
What
LJ, you're a
about-
Bionicle
what
expert. Would you like to help me?
What
By the
about,
list, he means he's
uh,
putting that on the shelf. We're never gonna see that again.
What about Vanog?
Oh, we should play
You know, the
Monog.
game that you can't save it.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Vanog
Or at
was
least I couldn't anyway.
Vanog was awful. That game. The
Like
game
the daily grind of Vanog.
the daily grind.
Getting rinsed by the Usul crabs every time.
Rinsed.
There's another
Oh.
comment from Nightmare Freddy Krueger. Have they caught up on Ninjago or lost interest in it?
Both.
Both.
Both
it
at
depends
the
on
exact
who
same
you're
time.
talking about.
I don't think there's a person in this call right now who has interest in Ninjago at the moment, but
I
there's a
still
few
need
of
to
us who have
finish
watched it.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, I believe most of you guys clocked out a long time ago in Ninjago.
Yeah.
That's all right. We
Um,
watched the ending. It was great. Smiley face.
Yeah, I've also made it as part of my journey. I've also made it a point to not participate in fandoms anymore.
Base.
As just like as a rule, like I'm not gonna get that obsessed with anything ever again.
Smart.
I'd like to be there too at some point ish. Like I want to
Yeah.
be a creative person, but I also don't necessarily like the issues that Mesa and I faced were just so vitriolic, and it sucks too because it wasn't a great deal of people. Like more people came to like this channel being like really excited about what we did, like being entertained. Like we get people say, I mean, just like earlier, I grew up watching you guys, and like that feels really good. Like that's a really nice thing
Yeah.
to say, a nice
It
thing
was
to
a
hear.
vocal minority of toxic people.
But it was the problem was it wasn't even just a toxic vocal minority. It was that. But specifically, it was a bunch of highfalutin groups in the Bionicle community that hold like a lot of, I'm going to use the word power, but it's in air quotes, and influence in the community.
power.
Like they've become a conglomerate or they've partnered with other groups. And so
Yeah.
because they've just like, they basically acted like friggin' Amazon and just bought a bunch of different groups. They have a lot of friggin' clout. And it was really dealing with those people that kept on trying to friggin' force us to do things in the public eye and constantly scrutinize everything we did. And were not at any point well-intentioned.
They put
That's
us
the
on
thing.
trial.
Huh?
They put us on trial.
They
That was funny.
basically put us on trial, and it was the most ridiculous, corny, stupid friggin' nonsense that you could possibly think of, that only a man-child
see-
like the folks who run those groups would conceive.
Well, and that's the exact thing that I think of too. Is like that's why I've separated from fandoms, because like at the end of the day, you guys were going through so much, like mentally, like all that exhaustion and pain and suffering you were going through, and at the end of the day, what was it all over?
Yeah,
A
it was
few
all
pictures
yeah,
on a
Toys, toys that don't even exist anymore.
exactly.
Toys that don't even exist because they're contest bots.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
it's like, and it's the thing, like the Mesa and I went into it was like, it's gonna be a fun thing. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be like inspire a lot of creativity, and all those things happened. But holy smokes, it didn't need to be that miserable. It
Yeah.
really did not. People took it so seriously, like it was this, like, if you screw this up, it's over. It's all over. You're gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
It's just unfathomable.
I think there's a way
it's-
you can be part of a fandom in a creative space without engaging in fandom politics. And I think Biocraft is an excellent example of how to do that.
Yeah, create.
We hunkered down. We created a thing with very little, if any, input from the outside. We put it out there in the public space, and that was basically it. We checked comments, but we didn't reply to all the comments. We didn't have a back and forth. It just existed.
That was very much a personal passion project for that time that we were working on it. We really just did whatever we wanted.
I don't even think that really counts as being part of like fandom engagement, Messa. Like that's just like you doing your that's you using the enjoyment of your hobby to make something with that enjoyment, and you put it out there, and people engage with it or not. At the end of the day, that wasn't the point though. Like you did something because it was fun. And it was pretty separate from the fandom as a whole too. Like, thankfully, TTV had the resources to be able to like pull people in to help with that project without having to do a whole like fandom
advertising campaign.
Yeah. So you were kind of able to do that separately, but
that's true.
Yeah, I don't even think that really counts. Like that's kind of not really.
That's a very good point.
I definitely
Hopefully we can get that back.
I'd like really just to be like someone that makes things and people can enjoy them and just keep it to that. Like, that's fun. Like, making reviews that people like to watch. Like, people still will come up and say, hey, I really liked your reviews. I grew up watching your reviews. Like, that feels nice. And I just like that. And I just like keeping it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one thing that we messed up on, which we didn't really mess up on, but like looking back, probably should have stopped doing, was engaging with the comments as much as we did.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like that's tough to say, especially with all the people here listening who have obviously been following us and like loved, growing up with the podcast and engaging with us and stuff. But like I think ultimately, being so personal with the community around the channel, it made it a lot easier for other people to hurt us, because like we're putting so much out there and tying so much of our identity to the channel and to the things you're making.
In the open. That's part of the public figure issue is that when you are a public figure, people can see a lot about you.
Yeah, and it makes it really easy for someone who doesn't like you to like attack you or make life hard for you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Same with same with enjoying things too. Like if you enjoy something a bit too much, like an obsessive amount, and like you're actively engaging in the fandom culture, like to a point where it's like part of your identity now, it's so much easier for that like thing that you've tied your identity to hurt you or disappoint you or put you in a bad place. Like I think a lot of the Ninjago people are figuring that out right now.
Oh,
sad
my
but true.
Yeah,
because as soon as your association with it or your attachment to it becomes challenged in any sort of way, whether it be like an opposing opinion or someone just having some kind of strong force against it, then it's like it becomes more than just a personal slight. It's like an insult to your whole character.
Or even when the thing you love, even when the thing you love lets you down, because it inevitably will eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
it can crush everything.
A lot of people who have been like fans of stuff. I mean, like me with Overwatch and me falling out of love with Overwatch. Like, that was. Yep. That was a hard thing to experience, but eventually, you either come back around and you're like, I accept the flaws.
This is super chat.
But you know what? I absolutely love this like franchise or whatever. Or you just go, yeah, I see the issues now, and it's overcome my enjoyment of the interest. So.
That's absolutely right. And you experienced that firsthand, and I think a lot of people experienced that. It's why, like, as much as I like the whole like bad ending discourse, whenever something has a bad ending and people like go feral about it, like Mass Effect 3 or like Game of Thrones, I love that whole discussion. But I also feel like a lot of it is magnified by people over investing into franchises. Like ultimately, it's just a story. It's just a product. Maybe someone makes a bad writing choice. It definitely could happen. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world.
Yeah, I think that definitely killed my interest in having some kind of online presence or like public online presence, just because like I don't know, I've always had this feeling people will take things so much more seriously than I do, and I don't have the patience for or the time to really get as invested or try to, justify my position in something. It's just like, man, dog, that's how I feel. I'm good. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm gonna turn off the computer and move on with my life.
Right.
You do you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain things that I'm still like really attached to, and new things that have come about that I really like. A lot of my, I would say like my outside identity is influenced by it, but like online, like I'll post about a lot of stuff, certain stuff. But like I've realized that like I've lowered my expectations for a lot of things, and how they're gonna deliver to me and other fans, and that overall is like they'll do something in a series where it's like, I don't really agree with that, but you know what? It's just a movie. It's just a show. Like you can't. If everything doesn't go the way you want it to, then as long as you still enjoy the majority of it, then that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I will read the 2 super chats. The artist known as Sticky Doodle, $5. I'm at my sister's house, and there's a painted glass picture of her, a Simpsons character, in her dining room. This isn't a joke. I'm being 100% honest.
Stinky Doodle, how much money do you have? What is happening?
Yeah.
More than
Not
26K.
anymore.
I'm just imagining like a stained glass window. Like I know that's not what it is, but like I'm just imagining like this beautiful like stained glass window with Simpsons characters in it. Or a Simpsons character in it.
Cheese asks, can we get a good old Mardi Gras for old time's sake?
Yeah,
we should go back
rewind,
and
buddy.
We go back to the beginning.
Go back to the
Let's
beginning.
start over. We already got to give it to you.
Mardi Gras.
You know what I do want to do
Huh.
is redo the thing that Smeasel brought up, where there was a podcast in which we all started talking over each other and did not stop until it just
agree.
got louder.
Okay,
more
but
chaotic.
like we can't do that because we have to
Oh,
put on
why
a
can't
show
we
with a
do that,
specific
Meso?
quorum.
Yeah,
Because we
okay.
have to
Why
put on
can't
a
we
show
do
with a
that,
specific
Meso?
First,
Why
someone's
can't
gonna
we
say
do that?
and
something.
good audio
I
balance.
Someone was gonna fight
Great
against
idea.
it,
We
so
are
now more people
YouTubers,
need to
and
jump
we have
in on it.
advanced
More
all
chaos.
the
You have to
media
get more
and
people
everything.
to
Sorry,
chime in
sorry,
in order to be a
sorry.
part of it.
I feel like this is
Yeah,
something that we should be doing for people in our episode.
It's just a wall of noise. Exactly what he's saying.
This is literally noise. This is something that we end. This is really dumb.
Overwatch, Halo's been really tough
Hog.
this year. Does 343 even care?
No.
The answer is probably not. Hey guys, have you seen the not Halo TV show?
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
That happened this year, didn't
Got
it?
our
That
discussion
happened.
over on our Halo podcast.
That
Next
happened.
kill
That
wins.
was real. That was real. I can't. It wasn't just a horrible nightmare I had. It was
Yeah,
real.
I don't think we've ever talked about next kill wins on the channel. If anybody wants to listen to a Halo podcast, we have one. It was somewhat short-lived because Halo Infinite was a candle that burnt at both ends. But we have like 10 episodes out where we talked about the Halo show, and it's on Spotify. It's pretty fun, I think.
Yeah, that is something that we did recently.
It was a fun little thing we did.
Was it recent?
It's pretty recent. It was
Yeah,
earlier
like
this year.
time's passing.
It was in
Ish.
2022.
Well,
Time
yeah,
is
sure,
indeed
but, like,
passing.
Not any recent month in this year.
That's fair. 2 more super chats. Doug, $10. So I have this crazy suggestion. You guys should start working on a Minecraft machinima, but then cancel it. Then 7 years later, you guys release it as an April Fool's joke.
That's genius.
I love
someone
that.
write-
I
someone write
love
that
that
down.
idea.
Let's do
Someone
it.
write that down.
Okay. Envy.
We're already
Write
2
that
years
down.
in.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
Write that down. Then the artist known as Stinky Doodle, $10. Doug is wrong. What you should really do is brainstorm and design a Bionicle wave, but it's a system theme. It would be really interesting to see how the fans would design such a theme.
Ah, that's even better. Right. Cross that out. Cross out the other one.
Our fans will
and
love
write
it,
that
I'm
one.
sure.
Sure, I
And
would
then,
love for them to
so
make their own
depressed.
offshoot group that. I can't even finish that.
Would you say purple?
I said I'm so depressed.
Oh.
Purple, no.
This is a super chat.
That Bionicle stuff made me so freaking sad.
I just tuned out.
Why did it make you sad? The fact that it was. What part of it made you sad?
Because Var was sad.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was definitely a
It was
bummer.
rough. Ever since
Those
then,
bars.
I have had like no chill with TTV haters. Every now and then, if I spot
Yeah.
one, would
I
just,
mean,
like,
look,
shut up, man, go away.
I
You
will
suck.
be the first one to say there were foundational problems with that project. There were problems by like we can be honest, we can have the discussion. It was created as a way to get like clickbait views in terms of how it was framed, because He Who Must Not Be Named was a big influence in marketing it. But that's the only problem with it, was the marketing
Oh
of it.
boy.
At its core,
Well-
it was a very creative passion project born out of a altruistic desire.
It
was
might have been part
harmless
of the
fun.
marketing giving the wrong impression of what it was, maybe, but like I think that the actual problem with it was that we were just doing like a hypothetical brainstorming like conversation of what we would do, and that transformed into like this community-wide like Bionicle project. And we never set out to make a project. Like we never
Yeah.
set out to make a Bionicle a thing. We were just
Yeah.
having a conversation, and it kind of got out of
Spiraled.
control.
The
Yeah.
purpose of it was misunderstood by the masses. I
Yeah,
guess,
so,
or at
like, a
least
lot
the
of
vocal
people-
majority.
Yeah,
Minorities,
we
whatever.
would get criticism from people who would like listen to the podcast and be like, "Well, there's no mystery to this. Like, what's going on?" It's like, well, it's not like we're telling a story right now. Of course, there's no mystery. We're not like, you're listening to us brainstorm. We're not actually like doing the story, because we had mystery, but it wasn't a mystery because we were
Yeah.
talking about it. You know?
The most unfortunate part about that whole thing was just how people were not even trying to understand what it was about or what it was. They just saw one thing about it that was so superficial and decided, you know what, this is not my Bionicle. This is not my years of understanding of Bionicle. This is not what I want, and I hate it, and nobody should like this.
TTV selling out.
Yeah,
Selling out.
it just turned into it's
Yeah.
like a personal slight, you know.
I-
All the passions burning up the wrong way.
I've as time has gone on, I've understood less and less the mentality of Bionicle fans that are like, nope, Bionicle can only ever be specialized pieces. It can never be anything but if you make it system, you're betraying a core tenet of Bionicle. Like, it's unnecessary classism. It's this weird insistence on trying
more
to
gatekeeping?
force something into a thing, and if people don't
Uh.
agree, they're your enemy. And I just don't. I
But
do
that's
not get it.
tribalism for you.
Tribalism. Thank you. That's the
is.
word I was looking for. It's this unnecessary
That's
tribalism.
Good old tribalism.
It's,
I
it's
also think people are very afraid of change, and like it really is. When you think about it, Bionicle and people who enjoyed it were always bullied by system Lego fans for it not being quote real Lego quote. So then Bionicle fans started to then hate system back and be like, bricks are the devil, you know?
it's so.
It was
it's
like
so
this
funny.
back and forth kind of thing.
Bionicle
I-
fans generally seem to not like having their preferences challenged.
Yeah.
That's
I got-
really what it boils down to. That's why you have so many freaking subgroups of people that like one thing over the other.
Well,
in Bionicle, it's just like everybody likes Bionicle for so many different reasons.
yeah, well,
that-
it kind of goes back into what I was saying earlier about like tying your identity to the things you like. When you-
Exactly.
when you like a thing a little too much, like you're kind of at the obsessive stage where it's like a part of your life now, you associate that thing with specific elements that drew you to it to begin with, and that's not the same elements that everybody else likes about it. So like if someone's trying to make their own version of the thing and they're changing aspects of it, it's like they're changing aspects of your own identity, right? Like they're challenging what you believe it is, and that's personal to you. Like it's
Yeah, and
like
how dare they? They're not the
Yeah,
master
exactly.
of Bionicle. They're not a genius or a master builder or whatever. Or
They're
But
not
really,
our
the problem
creator.
is you're too attached to the dang thing right now. Like you can't accept any change because you've put too much into it.
You need some distance.
You need some distance. You need, as the adage says, you need to touch grass.
Touch
You
grass.
need to go outside and like chill out a little bit. And then once you do that, it's so much easier to enjoy things.
Yeah. Like
It's crazy because you see this everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
in all kinds of
It's
fandoms.
not. Yeah, it's not just Bionicle.
But it is unfortunate that it is Bionicle because it's such a niche thing, such a small thing. I feel compared to all the big other nerdy fandoms out there that you could probably think of. You would think we would be a little bit more united.
Nah.
Yeah.
you would think,
You would
but
think.
no, some people got to get their kicks trying to grow clout and power and make a name for themselves because they know you've made a name for yourself and they want to do what you did, but they're going to do it by stomping on everyone else and putting their name on things that aren't theirs.
I mean, it's the fact that Bionicle is so niche that makes it so appealing. It's like the
Right.
big fish in a small pond kind of scenario. It invites
exactly,
stuff like
and everyone
that.
wants to be that big fish with their own personal thing, their vision for Bionicle and what it is and what it means to be a Bionicle fan. But at the end of the day, it's just a waste of energy and time that you could be putting towards, I don't know, just something more
Life.
positive.
It legitimately reminds me of something, a book I was reading back when I was getting my degree. Oof, I don't even want to think about how many years ago that was now ago. But I was doing like a strengths and wellness type of course for just like a couple credits so I could meet the minimum. And there was this bit in the book where it was like during some sort of poll survey, whatever you want to call it, it was like people were asked if they would rather live in, I don't remember the exact numbers, but say we're talking about salary, it was basically asked people, it's like, hey, would you rather make $150,000 a year and be surrounded by people who make $200,000, or would you rather only make $100,000 a year and be surrounded by people who make $50,000? And the number, I want to say it was the majority of people said they would rather make less but make more than everyone around them. And that just boggles my mind.
Yeah, that boggles my mind too.
I don't understand that.
Take more money.
That's because it's funny. I was having a very similar conversation with some friends the other day, just about like people, I guess, and personal stuff. But I don't know. This conversation is reminding me of that. People can't help themselves in regards to getting in other people's business.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you're absolutely right.
We have like a natural inclination to get into other people's business. And I think the point where you can look beyond that and really just focus on what you're cool with and what makes you happy, then you've reached a point of maturity that is very important.
I think it's a natural survival instinct. It's kind of like a way of ensuring your own security.
I was
So the
about to say the same thing.
The problem is a lot of people are very insecure, and like, so if you're surrounded by a bunch of people that have more than you, then the logical, kind of in head thought process is like, well, if everybody else around me has more than me, that means I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not on the right path, or like, you're not secure, you're not stable, something could happen that could ruin your life or end your life or something. So it's better to have more than everybody around you, even if that is overall less, because as long as you're above everybody else, that means you're secure, you're stable, and you're not going to be the one to crash and burn if something bad happens.
Dang. We're getting
Yeah,
deep.
and
We're getting
you know what,
deep.
man? It's like, look, I get enough of that dealing with like people in person, right? Like you go through however many social circles or relationships in your life. It's like, man, I don't want to deal with this when I am just like building some plastic and stuff, or trying to share that hobby online with some strangers. It's like, come on, man, I don't need. So anyway, yeah,
That
no.
sucks.
Vin
Yeah,
sucks.
it's like-
Vin sucks.
Exactly. Well, I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah.
It's about, I think the thing that a lot of people could really benefit from is focusing. So it's like only look in your neighbor's bowl to make sure that they have enough and not to make sure that you have more. That's a quote from somewhere. and I don't remember where, but I think that's a good way of just living.
I agree.
Mhm.
Be kind to one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. I want more than all of them.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Var.
And speaking of more, super
I want it all.
chat.
I want it all, baby.
But first, I'll read a regular comment because it's nice. From Star, it says, "I'm tuning in for the first time in years. The last time being episode 300. That's a long time ago. I remember the
What
Biocraft
episode was
vids,
that?
the reviews, and I swear I even watched the Halo Machinima ones. Oh no!
No.
Oh
No,
no.
you didn't.
Let's see. The TTV Podcast 300. The Milk Train Weeps. Was September 13th, 2018.
4 years ago.
Var's Nightmare Year was the first time stamp. I guess that was the aforementioned.
Yeah, there you go, Bars Nightmare. Well, actually, this is 2018, so I think this is before my nightmare year. This is just the pre-nightmare.
Was it?
Oh no.
2019 was my year of depression for sure. So I don't know if.
I
Well-
mean, 2018 was like when I came to visit you and we went to go see Meso and you were on the verge of moving out of your apartment. And
Okay, yeah, 2018 was probably where it all started. So
I think
yeah.
I might
It
go.
was
I might go
merely
re-listen to this episode.
the year was merely the beginning.
I forgot we talked about TTHM in that
prelude.
episode.
Oh
was,
wow! I was looking back through the live streams and TTV Podcast episode 279. Logan Paul reacts to Hail Denmark.
Oh no!
Oh, what a
God.
great episode! I have fond memories of being on that one.
I have a
that was a Jahi thumbnail
Yep,
right
it
there.
was, and it was
Funny
friggin' Logan
thumbnail.
Paul from the video.
Yeah,
funny thumbnail.
the video.
No, that is the single worst thing on our channel.
It's a funny thumbnail.
That is, you guys, I was gone by that point. You guys had fired me by then, but I saw that and people were sending that to me. They were like, "Can you look at this?" And I was like, "That's how I knew they hit rock bottom." It was upward from there.
Star goes on to say, "I just want to say thanks for being there when you were. I can't think of those years of my life and not reflect on all the great memories." In a moment of seriousness, the fact that we are able to be a source of association with good memories does make me feel grateful for the time we spent making content. I'm glad you guys got something out of all of our dumb shenaniganry over the years.
I think it's telling there might be an issue because, like, that is such a nice thing to say, and I'm very happy about that. But when you read that off, my first immediate response was, "I'm sorry," like in my head.
Wow. Wow, LJ. The Scorpion Strike, $10. Back to the couch fund.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
sending some extra dollars for the vibes. This was about the talking over each other bit. You just transported me straight back to 2015, and it was great. Unironically laughing out loud, really enjoying this "Where Are They Now" episode. Nicholas Verelli, Canadian $10, says, "Do."
Nice.
$10 well spent, good sir.
Except it's misspelled. The apostrophe is in the wrong
memory-
place.
In memory of the painted glass portrait.
Yeah, that's not. Ow! It's ow!
Potato Man says, "Screw politics. Who's your favorite Vaki? If you don't say your favorite one, all the money in your money will banish."
All the money, not all the money in
All
my
the
money.
money in my money will
Well,
vanish.
my
blue
my
one.
favorite Vaki is Unit MSNK of the Kira Times.
You
Yes.
stupid son of a gun.
That's an obscure.
Unit ITCHI. Let's go.
For those who don't know the stupid reference, me and Mange met each other from a fad on BZ Power where we all changed our names to Vaki.
Oh my gosh!
That's how we met each other.
It's been like 14 years since
Gosh.
then. Ish. Wait, is that the yes?
It is 14. That is accurate. 14
Known
years
each
as
other
of
for
this
over a decade.
That's
Oh,
weird.
it's
We're
almost a
Mange,
decade and a half.
Mange,
now,
we're
but-
almost at 15 years of knowing each other.
That's insane. I know you guys. I know you guys have been in my life longer than some of the people in my real life have.
Look, it's
Yeah,
it's
really.
pretty dang old if I'm 27 at this point, and it's been more than half my life that I've known you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, heck, Ven, when did you and I meet, Ven? It was 2007, wasn't it?
2007 or 2008. It was definitely by 2008 that we knew each other.
Yeah.
There was no way it was later than that.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh man.
The artist, now known as Stinky Doodle, another $2, says it's great they let LJ stream from jail.
I probably could, because like I work next to a jail, and
Oh my god.
the internet there, I did a speed test.
He makes license plates.
I did a speed test a few weeks ago. We have fiber at work. Like the internet speeds, it's like 900 megabits per
Fiber.
second down. So like, I'm sure I definitely wouldn't have been allowed to, but you know I could have snuck it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So
Star Destroyer, I believe that's Australian.
Yeah.
$15. A late arrival, yet still to the fun, festive, nostalgic memories listening has brought. Sadly, this is OS money, so it's naturally worthless except as tea towels anywhere except Emu Land. Best wishes.
Meso, you mispronounced the name.
Did I?
It's Star Destroyer.
Oh, my bad.
True.
Yar!
There is a
Dude,
pirate.
come on.
He does have a pirate
It's
aesthetic.
an A, not an E.
There you go.
okay.
My bad.
Real quick,
The
I know.
Scorpion Strike. Yes, go on.
No. Go ahead and finish these. There's a funny comment I see.
The Scorpion Strike, $10. Bionicle example of that choice. Pterodax could have done great being number 2 in an organization maintaining stability across the Matoran universe, but no, he had to be King of the Ashes. So true.
It comes down to a lot of stories come down to that, like wanting more.
Ambition.
Yeah, ambition is
More.
Well, it's like the saying, like the road to hell was built with good intention.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last super chat, Trevor Samora, another $20, says, "This podcast is hitting so hard. TTV, come for the bonkle, and stay for the existential dread. Thanks for all you have gone
That's what
through for
we're
this.
all about.
Because I've had such fun watching from the other side. Well, thank you.
We've
All
been
about-
complaining a lot about the stuff that we didn't enjoy, but overall, this has been a very fun experience doing the channel.
This has been nice.
Yeah, I don't think I would do too much differently.
10 out of 10 would Doomsay again.
I would have everybody else do different stuff, but our stuff can stay the same.
LJ, read your comment.
Yeah, so Little Johnny in the YouTube live
Yeah,
chat is like,
little Johnny.
LJ, do you remember me, Little Johnny? Little
How
Johnny,
could we forget?
you were conceptualized over 5 years ago. You're at least Big Johnny now.
Medium
there was this
Johnny.
skit.
Medium
There was
Johnny.
this skit, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, there was
Didn't we have an
Medium
upgrade?
Johnny.
Meta
When
Johnny.
was that? What video was that?
I don't
Every
remember.
video, you guys had like some kind of 2-minute
that-
skit. Hey,
No, I know that. But
was for the plugs, right?
there was a recent video where we brought him back and he was older.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lego Ideas promo you did for me, Sakota says. Yeah, that's right. We were advertising Sakota's project and we brought back like Little Johnny. When was this?
Well, it had to be 2021.
Yes. I'm trying to track down the exact one.
So yeah, you're
You
like,
do that.
Oh, 2020? Holy smokes! What? Okay, Little
Was
Johnny,
it?
you're definitely
It would have been. It would have been closer to 2021.
you're
I-
basically an adult now, Little Johnny.
Mm.
I hate to break it to you. I'm sorry.
This does remind me, Meso, you did have a prompt for this podcast where you wanted to hear what everybody's favorite TTV memory was.
Yes.
Oh,
I wanted to
wow.
get through the Where Are They Nows first, but we can do that now if you want.
I still,
I mean,
I still kind
Well,
of
I feel like we should.
Go ahead, Far.
I was just gonna say we should probably finish the Where Are They Now part. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think Vin and I have given our Where Are They Now. Purple's had some time
yeah,
to speak,
yeah.
but
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Man.
good too.
No, I want to hear what you're up to, man.
No, I don't think anybody wants to hear that.
I would
Nope,
like
nope.
to.
I want to know how my
too.
other half is doing.
Are you happy? Is
I
it
am incredibly
on-
miserable. No, I'm doing good. I guess I'm eternally in college, taking it incredibly slowly. Let's see. no joke, this is still a bachelor's degree, but including taking a year off for COVID, it's been about 7 years, and I still haven't finished a bachelor's degree yet, and I've been in school like the whole entire time.
Preaching
Good
to the
grief.
choir, man. I get you. It takes a while, but you'll get there.
Yeah.
Everyone moves at different.
respect.
Hey
Fact,
kids, here's life advice. Don't do what Mange's doing. Drop out of school.
What?
Yeah, don't even bother trying. Just drop out.
You're gonna get thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, and for what? A useless freaking piece of paper.
I'm actually debt free, so I feel
Dude,
pretty
yeah,
good about
same.
my life.
I didn't pay a single.
I
thing.
didn't take out a
Nice.
loan to begin with.
Okay, well that's good.
I got
Uh,
grants, baby.
Yeah, I got the
Yes.
grant for being broke. That's-
I'm mad at that baby.
Yeah, that debt, man. Oh, screw that. That's not what you want that early in your life.
The only
Yeah,
debt
no.
I have is my friggin' truck payment.
Mangosteen debt.
the mangosteen.
I mean, I basically incur national debt every time
We're
I
in
get
mango-
mangosteen in
We're in
Virginia.
mangosteen deficit because of LJ.
I'm sorry.
Wow, LJ.
It was TTV Podcast 336 that had Medium Johnny with the skit continuity of LJ getting hit by a car. So now I need to remember where that one was.
Oh my gosh.
Scorpion straight comment.
Don't go to school. Become a YouTuber. It worked out great for these guys.
You sure did.
Yeah, we ended up getting that studio, that TTV studio we've been talking about for so long.
We did. It worked out great.
It's like,
I'm living in a
Yeah.
place rent free. It's called my head.
We have more super chats, but I'm gonna wait for them for a bit. Are you like personally fulfilled at least, man? Is it an ongoing process?
Personally fulfilled. I mean, I don't know. I think I
Some
feel
big
this existential
questions.
dread that like I've taken so long to get through school that I'm just gonna be like unexperienced in my field and like I'm just gonna get passed up for other people. But you know,
You're gonna be like,
I try to push that to the side. I don't try to
nah,
think like,
Matt, no,
oh, you know, life is gonna be hard once I get out of this phase. But
you're gonna be like Gandalf. You're gonna show up with all the powers and magic.
more like a lack of wisdom, that's for sure. But I mean, but other than ignoring, you know, thinking about the future too hard, yeah, I guess I'm doing pretty good. I think things changed for me a bit with like, so obviously I don't put out videos very often. I still want to, but I think there was like probably some degree of a rut emotionally that like when I first came back to the channel, you know, I had all this validation that like, holy crap, like we're actually doing really good. Like all that hard work we put in before I left, like paid off with Bionicle coming back.
Yeah.
You guys made the channel catapult. Like, wow, this is like a feasible thing. It felt good to say, you know, I worked on these goofy videos, but hey, you know, it went somewhere.
it's taking
so-
off. Yeah.
Yeah, so there was like a degree of like my hobby was worth it, and I think I tried to live up to that for a while, especially like those first couple years, like 2017 to 2019 after I came
Yeah.
back, like
Mhm.
wanting to live up to that with like trying to pump out content, but I just ended up not enjoying like working on stuff all that often anymore. And I think the more I like, I guess, took a step back from that, sort of took a step back from you guys. I mean, like obviously I still come to hang out, but I just like found, you know, some other places to, you know, socialize and make friends, and I think it's made me a bit more happy being able
Yeah,
to
dude,
like,
you became a social butterfly.
yeah, well,
Love to see it.
I don't know about that, but you know, but
Well, I at least just like I guess comparing to where I've been in terms of making social circles, you've definitely made more friends over the years than I have, I think.
so yeah, it's just like I guess to a degree I felt I don't know if lonely's the word, but at the same time I kind of felt like I needed to get out a bit more from just TTV and
Yeah.
went with more like different hobbies. Unfortunately, that would include like meeting people who like anime as their entire personality kind of thing. Like I wouldn't say that's not necessarily me, but I went and like found people with very different hobbies than like us in this
Right.
group, and
Yeah.
I've gone on like trips with them and that kind of thing throughout the years. So
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
Yeah, like a
So-
social nomad. Look at you.
so it's like, yeah, I'm still in school. I'm working a job on like the weekends, but it's so I can like go out and do stuff throughout the year with like different friend groups. And so yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty happy. And I would like to make videos still for the channel, or for a TTV channel. I don't know how involved I'm going to be with Keep the Peace. I'm not necessarily ruling out any involvement with that, but
If anything, it would probably be Monkey. I would
yeah,
imagine. 'Cause you
yeah.
actually like Monkey Kid.
First and foremost is trying to wrap up the Invictus analysis, because I'm, at this point it should die, and I feel like I'm usually in a creative rut every year. I have to make one video, because I've beaten that joke to death. Like I beat that joke to death like 5 years ago, but here I am still trying to finish it.
You're almost there, man.
Sort
getting
of.
very close.
I'm through 2007. I still need to get through like all the games of 2008. There's still a handful in 2009, and then finally the prized Agori Defender.
Ah, Agori Defender.
But
So good.
yeah,
I believe you can do it.
I don't know. It's just like that style of humor has been so far from me for a long time that when I try to think, what should I do for like a unique video, I just have nothing come to mind. So
understandable.
it's a bit of a struggle, like creatively trying to actually make a funny video. So that's why it takes so long. But
Well, they're always good when you do put them out because you're a funny dude. You just gotta get back into the mojo.
that's very subjective. When
It
you guys were talking earlier about how letting comments affect you and like engagement and stuff, I'm glad I just had like this mediocre comedy series that like entertained a few people and then like baffled the rest of them. So like there just wasn't like that much of an audience that I had to worry about people being critical of me because they just like didn't bother. They're just like, I don't know what I just watched, and then they forgot about me. Thank goodness I was like near to the bottom of attention in this group, because it just kind of let me do what I want, not have to interact that much, but I still got to enjoy myself.
That's a good point, and that's a good thing to get out of it, unironically. Sometimes being the center of attention and being like the mascot character just invites undue scrutiny and public scorn. Isn't that right, LJ?
I'm glad I have my fans where they lay. Like,
there you go. Oh, that's awesome, man. It sounds like it's only upwards for you.
Yeah, let's
And
hope so.
I hope that is what happens. I will read these two super chats real quick. Magic Ninja 6195, going back earlier to what we were saying about potential other content we could do on TTV Nerfed. She says, so if I were to suggest a visual novel to play, it'd be the Zero Escape series. It's another Spike Chunsoft series made by Kataru Uchikoshi, who's actually a friend of the guy behind Danganronpa. I believe that was one of the ones we were considering doing.
Yeah, it was.
If memory serves, for that exact reason. Similar vibe. So that, Ace Attorney, Until Dawn-esque games, those are things that may happen in the future at some point. Who can say? And then secondarily, it was from Luke the Duke 424, says pledged $5, not pledged, donated $5, says, thanks for almost 8 years of happy memories. Found you guys because of Bionicle, but stayed because of the people behind the channel. I wish y'all well. Well, that is very heartening to hear. I think that is the dream for any hobby-centric channel, is that people grow to like you for who you are and not because of the topic that you're discussing. And that's very heartening to hear. Thank you. And then here's a comment from Star. I'll be your friend, Vin. I'll sneak your artwork onto the film sets I work on. Get fired for tampering with said sets. Get kicked out of the career I've spent my life working towards. It'll be great.
Let me know when you do that. Film is definitely the field that I've been wanting to get into for a while.
Yeah, that's so epic. And then a comment from Evan L. Rodriguez. I'm sorry I can't give money, but I want to say that I appreciate everything you guys have done. You got me through high school, and this stream is bringing back many of the best memories from that time. Do not worry a moment. We appreciate the people who do donate, and we do definitely read them to show our appreciation, but we appreciate all you guys. Our jokes about paying aside. The fact that you're giving us
Jokes?
time out of your evening. Yes, man. Joke. The fact that you're giving us time out of your evening on the day after Christmas is appreciated. Yes, it's...
Where's the money?
Where's it going?
Where's the money?
I'm sorry. The friggin'
Joke.
Where is it going?
I'm sorry.
Joke.
I saw this GIF.
Epic. See, Mange is a funny guy. And then a comment from Ruby who says, "This channel got me into Lego as a whole, and I've gotten to know a lot of people, and so many things changed about myself since then all those years ago. I'd like to just say thanks for all those years." Well, you are very welcome. It's the thing about doing something for a long time. We're incredibly different people from how we've used to be, and then the people who've watched us are also incredibly different people too. Things change as time goes on. It's a funny thing that their life.
Oh my god.
Fluff,
Yes.
how are you doing? How is your life? And this is a question more for us than anyone else because we haven't talked to you in a long time.
It's been a very long time since I've spoken to any of you guys. Like, I've done the little random comment every here and there when I have, I've looked through the chat and I finally catch up with what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just, life's, hit me pretty hard. Yeah, I finished university almost 2 years ago, and I've just sort of been drifting, just working on my artwork. I'm an artist, so I've been working on that, trying to
Would
get
you like
better
to
at
plug your art Twitter or
Of
and
Do it.
Of course. So a lot of my stuff is just Fluffy. If it's not, it's Fluffy Scribbles, or it will be something along those lines. Fluffy's usually the main one, though.
Yeah, spelled as PHWEFFIE.
Yeah, like phone. It's the PH. Yeah, and I've just, I completed my first Inktober. I usually give up halfway through, but I was able to do a whole month of art every day consistently for the most part. So that was pretty cool.
For the most part.
Yeah, I think I did miss one, to be fair, but because I got my days mixed up. But it's further than that I've gotten ever. So
There you go.
that's really
Very
great.
nice.
Yeah, I've just been I've got some ideas coming up for next year. I really want to focus more on my artwork and see if there's anybody who would like to see certain stuff from me. I know that a lot of people like my Bionicle stuff.
Wow,
So-
it's your roots.
Yeah, I go back
Yeah.
to my roots. Bionicles are hard to draw, but you know what? They look cool. So, just gotta do that.
Is
You
it
take
safe
com-
to say?
Do you do... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first. Mine's a tangent.
Do you do commissions?
I am planning to set up a commissions page soon.
Let's go!
Yeah, I've been very behind on sorting out commissions and things, but I am getting that sorted this holiday. So expect to
Excellent.
see commission pages soon.
Woo! That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That makes me happy, and I think it's very cool because it's very apparent to me how much your art has grown over the years and how you're
It's still
Yeah,
growing.
you're
I'm
finding
still
yourself.
learning new things. It's always I was a bit worried for a while because it's kind of feeling I don't know. I feel like it's not going anywhere. But then I just was I kind of rediscovered my love for art. And then I've just been trucking along ever since.
That's fantastic. I'm very glad to hear that, Fluff. I think it's fair to say that you have obviously it's fair to say, but you've completely separated from the Lego community basically
Yeah,
wholesale.
It wasn't a sudden thing. It just sort of, with university and everything, I was fine. I couldn't find the times in the day to really look on the community and the website and things like that. You know, just like life, like you come back after work or something, you're just like, I just want to chill and, you know, get into bed, watch a movie, play a game. You know, we've all been there. But, but every once in a while I'm like, I wonder how those guys are doing, you know, like, because we've spent so many years together, we've been through a lot together. I've basically, like, completely changed as a person since I've been hanging out with you guys. So,
and yet your time zone is still England.
time zone is still England.
The more things change, the more they stay the
more
same.
They stay the same, yeah. So it was really nice to be on here and to say, you know, hey guys, I hope you're all having a lovely Christmas. I know these past couple years have not been great for anybody.
Not particularly, no.
I have hope. I have hope.
The thing with the TTV podcast, even though we're splitting the channel, my goal is to get the TTV podcast back into a state of routine. I can't promise weekly. My goal is at least to do one a month, if not more, if interest picks up. But maybe one a month. What I can say is, even if you're done with Lego, you're more than welcome on the TTV podcast at any time, as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you very much.
Man. I would like to take the opportunity to catch up. You know, you're one of the. I consider you one of the OGs, even though you came on like 3-4 years into our life. I still consider you like the original guard. Basically, anyone who was here pre G2, I'm like, all right, you're the OGs.
Yeah, I hopped on that train just as it was leaving.
Yup. Takuma got in right before that as well. You're one of the OGs. Oh man. Well, are you happy? Are you getting to being happy?
Wow, I mean, like, I don't think I'll ever reach 100% true happiness. But,
yeah.
You know, like, I've become at peace with a lot of things in life. That these many hours I've spent pondering during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Reassessing our lives and things. Yeah, I mean, I've still got a lot of things to improve for sure. But, you know,
as do we all.
We've got a whole new year coming around the corner. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Let's
freaking
go.
I'm sure something terrible will happen. Like, knowing my luck, I always have some kind of you know, roadblock that stops me. But you know, one of my favorite things to do about that now is just you know, have a good laugh about it.
That's all you can do. Laughter can sometimes be all you can do in a given situation.
Oh yeah.
How's the UK doing?
Oh my god, we're not
really...
getting into that.
I don't really want to talk about, you know, that.
Anything else?
Yeah, you don't have to answer that. Screw you.
All I will say is that we are going to hell on a handbasket. The island is going to hell on a handbasket. But you know what? You just gotta keep calm and carry on.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Good
Also, why would you ask that question? Like, that's like if Fluff had been like, "Hey, how's the U.S. going?" Like, really?
Oh, awful.
Really? Yeah. Just shut the fudge up. Just ask any other question.
No politics.
No politics in this channel.
I mean, asking how the U.S. is doing is valid because England is not a real country, on the other hand.
So true.
US too.
Yeah.
Electric boogaloo.
As an island, I find that incredibly offensive.
Evan L. Rodriguez says, I always get excited to see Fluff's art on my Twitter timeline. It's always so wonderful.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you so much. That's so nice of you to say.
Fluff fans, rise up.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Then we have another super chat from 7-0, who then later added his message and said, so Google Pay sent that without letting me type my message. So I just wanted to say I love you guys. I remember seeing the old Biocraft trailer for the first time.
God, that trailer is such trash.
We
watched it
revisited
again.
that recently. Yeah, that was great. That was awesome, actually.
I love the trailer so much.
We should
Pretty good.
recreate the trailer. as poorly as possible.
No,
Just
it's already as poorly.
Make a modern trailer with all the new cast and like
Do it
new
live
footage.
action.
Try to make
Live
the
action
old,
Minecraft!
make the new cast recite the old lines.
We should make
Yeah.
costumes.
See?
We should make costumes and reenact the trailer in person.
Oh gosh.
Okay, thank you, Masono. Yeah. All right, here's your medication.
That's enough
Sit
out of
down.
you.
All right.
How
Get
many
well
times I
soon.
gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
Bionicle has been following this channel since around the start of G2. Crazy to see how far y'all have come. Also, thanks for allowing me the opportunity to be a small part of the journey as a message board mod. You are very helpful,
What are
Thank
Bionicle.
message
you.
boards?
Those
Yeah, the
are
message
still a
boards
thing.
are
Wow.
they are still existing. They admittedly have spun off into a separate entity at this point, you know. LJ and I were having this conversation
I
recently,
actually
and
don't
it's
remember
like
the last time I
Wow,
logged on.
I'm
Time to log
so
on.
mad.
Yeah,
they're not
I've-
really
I
they're
haven't
not really
been on the
about
message
us.
boards in so long.
Yeah, it's basically just become a place for people to post mocks and stuff. And you know what?
Hey,
That's fair
cool.
enough.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
that's
I'm
awesome.
happy people get that out of it.
Last time I was
Takuma.
on, I was posting a few comics that I was making in my spare
haven't-
time.
Posted on there in over a year. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm so
Takuma.
shocked every once in a while when I actually get like a comment on that RPG topic I made way back when. And just like, let's just let that die.
But it was such a cool idea, Takuma.
It was a cool idea, sure. It was executed about as well as
Oh, a
something
bad
that wasn't
execution.
executed well. It was executed about as well as that sentence was.
Respectable. How are you doing, Takuma, since we last spoke to you? I forget what you were last on. I think the last podcast, actually. So probably 9 months ago.
Was it that long? Yeah, I don't remember where I was at. What's the last thing anyone remembers about? People be like, "Who's this guy?"
I mean,
Dude, I don't even remember the last thing I did. I definitely don't remember the last thing you did.
I think it was I think it was about your sister. Was the last thing you were
Like,
talking
I
about.
remember talking about that.
That's what
for
I distinctly
reasons good
recall.
and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it has been a life. I went from like some of the highest highs to the lowest lows in just like I was about to say the turn of a hat. That's not how that works. But yeah, I am definitely not the same person I was even just 3 years ago.
You've got a
like-
beard now.
I've got more of a beard now.
Yeah, it's chest hair now.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into too many, nitty gritty details, but I kind of just broke as a person in a certain sense. Not in the way that I'm like, oh, I went through, the depths of hell and everybody needs to feel pity for me. Like, I've still had it a lot better than a lot of people, It's not like I lost my house or my job or anything like that. But I just went, it was just a lot happening. I've gone through such a transformative experience that I look at pretty much everything through a new lens these days. I've just a lot that was challenged, a lot that I had to learn. Yeah, I've become much more skeptical about a lot of things, and I think the flip side of that same coin is I've also learned to give people the benefit of the doubt far more so than I used to. It's there's a lot I can't get into.
That's fine. You don't have to
because-
share.
Yeah,
You had like a mental journey.
it's I don't know if I would say mental journey. Definitely one with who I am as a person. You could even, to a degree, say, what was I trying to say?
I don't know.
I'm
not
not sure. Like, I'm sorry if this is all very vague and
You're fine.
Totally
esoteric,
fine.
but
I'm
I'm
only,
just-
just, I'm only very confused, but it's totally cool.
I'm
Still
only a
think
little
this is
curious.
awesome.
I mean, there've been good things too. Like, the job is going well now. That wasn't such. There was one point where, yeah, it wasn't going so well. Yeah, like a lot of us were worried that the company was going to go belly up, and I'm glad I stuck it out. But it was scary, especially when you're in a leadership position and you're trying to talk other people back from jumping ship. Obviously, yeah, not to retread the whole story, but there was the whole thing with my sister developing leukemia, and the treatments for that went just absolutely could not get much worse, legitimately. And then, we did the whole stem cell transplant, which had just, a lot of risk involved, but it came out so much the better. And like, she's actually doing pretty well now, which, so, all the needles worth it.
Good.
Yeah. And just, I've made some other changes in my life that, there's definitely some people who unfortunately are not happy about it. Some of it's been met with legitimate questions. Other times it's been met with just, seemingly a lack of desire to understand. But even amidst all the turmoil the past few years have brought, I've definitely found a lot more joy and a lot more peace than I've ever had before in my life. So I carry that forward.
Very good thing to carry
Nice.
forward.
There's still a lot of things I want to do for the channel. I know I've never necessarily done a whole lot outside of, show up on the podcast and insult LJ.
What the fudge?
What the fudge?
Like, I still want to do some sort of RPG thing. I still have
Well.
other things that are in progress that I haven't done yet. Honestly, like, it's funny because originally I wanted to do a Bionicle RPG, and I was like, you know what? I could do a Ninjago RPG a lot more easier. And now I'm getting the sense that that's not the best idea either.
Okay, I'm not gonna like watch it at your own time, but I'd be very curious to know what you think of the ending. That's all I'll say.
I legitimately want to do some sort of RPG thing. At the same time, there's just time commitments are really hard for me. When was I originally supposed to have that review done, LJ?
Oh, no.
Well, there wasn't really
What review?
wasn't really a
Yeah,
time frame because we got
See? Nobody knows.
yeah.
Nobody even knows I was working on a review.
Real quick, Mesa, can you check the pandemic chat real fast?
Yes.
Yeah, I still really want to do a review, or not a review, or an RPG, because I found a system that would work great for it. Especially for a streaming type setup, a lot more lightweight than something like D&D. And yeah, there's another project I've been working on for a while. LJ knows exactly what I'm talking about. I still want to find a cabin in the woods somewhere where we can just get away from society for 3 weeks and just hammer stuff out.
I think we're just gonna need to. I could use a break. I'm down.
That's been the kind of the one of the key words for the past few years for me. It's been burnout.
Let me pause you momentarily, simply to say, I think Fluff has to depart.
Oh,
I would like
It's
to
gone
say
quite late,
farewell.
unfortunately.
You're a trooper for sticking it through this long. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks for showing up for this.
Honestly, it was hard to pull myself away. I just want to hear what you guys have been up to.
I love you, Fluffy.
Our doors are open
miss you,
always.
Come back, Foofy.
Get him, Fluff.
Our doors are open always, both podcasts, but also just private.
Our house
So we're gonna
doors.
hop around.
Nice.
Our house.
that's something else that happened this year. Is a friend
Alright.
of mine finally convinced me to play Mass Effect, so now I understand the Mass Effect things that Fluff posts. So
Yes.
now I just need you to post more memes and content that I can understand now.
You've been indoctrinated. Congratulations.
Reaper
Yeah,
indoctrination.
actually, yeah.
There you
Thank
go.
you for joining us, Fluff. I'm super, super happy that you're still keeping up with the art and focusing
Thank
on
you
that.
so much.
Faux show.
Yeah.
It's so nice hearing so much support from people. It really it's really humbling. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your holidays and have a
thank
lovely
you.
New Year. I certainly will be out celebrating New Year as much as I possibly can.
Oh, heck yeah.
Good. Have a good one.
I hope you guys have a good one. Have a good
Take
night,
care.
guys. Take care.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
See you later, guys.
See ya,
Happy New
Fluff.
Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Happy old year.
Get him, Fluff.
At least. Anyways, see you later, guys.
See ya.
New Year.
See ya.
All right. Well,
Get 'em.
Takuma, I'm very glad that things are on at least some sense of positive upswing emotionally. It sounds like,
Yeah.
you know, nothing in
it's a-
life will be perfect.
It's a different
but-
or difficult thing to articulate all around. I don't even know kind of where I'm at most days. I understand now why some people go to therapy.
Yeah,
Therapy
no,
is
it's
very
helpful.
useful.
It is. It really
A
is.
lot of people see it as a sign of weakness, but it is not.
No.
Emotions and life circumstances are complex to sort through. Sometimes we don't
Mental
have all
health
the-
is important.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, this podcast has been going on for a while. Do we want to close
did
it?
we do
with
LJ?
our- I mean, we haven't done me or LJ, really.
Well,
Part 2.
who are you
part
and what are you
2, part
doing?
Who cares? We know where you guys are at.
Yeah,
Whatever, man.
we're here all the time.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
Hey, you got anything to share, LJ? Anything you
No.
want to share?
Nothing that wouldn't start a fight.
Oh, LJ, do you want to announce Biocraft 2 coming out in a month?
No.
Well, why not?
As for me, I'll just say the quick
it's coming
update
out in a week.
on my life. The quick update for me is I'm currently in school pursuing a communications degree. I am on my junior year right now, so I will be done in approximately 3, maybe 4 semesters. If I need to take another one, which I probably will, because
Yeah.
I'm also
almost
working.
Senior year.
I'm also working full time at Target, so juggling like full time school and
Forever
full time
in school.
work is daunting. So I might pull a mange a little bit.
I'm
Please
excited for you, dude. I'm excited for you to finish up.
Yeah,
Get that
that's-
job that you deserve.
I'm working at Target right now. I've been embroiled in retail fun times, just coming off the Christmas season. Everyone says how awful retail is, and it is, but I feel like I'm so desensitized to it at this point. It just rolls off my back. Like, you know, I've been doing this for a few years at this point.
Your
It's
Target's
stable.
strongest soldier.
I mean, to be fair, based on the stories you've shared with me about your Target compared to my experience
have a
working
good
at
story.
Target, you're
I have a good
You-
story.
you're lucky.
I don't
You-
complain too much
you
about
got,
my
you got
job.
it pretty good.
I like my coworkers. I like my infrastructure. You know, it's not the best job. It's not what I want to do for my career, but it's stable. It's local. It pays well, and it's helping me get through school. So, I don't tend to look a gift horse in the mouth when it comes to my life. Things are on the upswing for me generally. I'm very happy. I'm trying to respark a little bit of that creative passion with Keep the Peace. I want to respark creative passion with TTV. I want to do more things we actually enjoy. I like interacting with the community. I like the fulfillment of seeing that people actually don't hate us and, you know, think we're scum. That's nice. I feel way more fulfilled now that we stopped doing the canon contests. You know, it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Trying
you know,
so hard not to. That's
I'm
really
happy.
my thing.
I'm happy with you guys. I love all you guys. You guys are great friends. I have a beautiful
Oh.
girlfriend. Shout out to Mary in the patron chat. You know, life is good for me. I'm happy at the moment. Things are only going to get better, I hope. Are you sure you don't want to say anything, LJ?
Okay, I guess I can.
Speech.
Four score and
preach,
7
preach,
years ago.
When this podcast started, this episode.
So I can't say a whole lot of crazy things have happened in my life. Like, things are just, they've kind of hit a plateau. They just kind of exist right now. I really wanted to get out of the YouTube channel for I think the last 6 months. I was kind of done because Mesa and I think some people they might hear us talk about the stuff that happened during the canon contests, and they're like, really? Come on. How could it be that bad? You guys brought it on yourselves. Like, you could have stopped at any time. And I guess to me, it's different having been involved in what we were trying to do and seeing the things that people were saying and seeing the actions that people were partaking in, that they were doing. Because, like, from an outsider's perspective, like, yeah, sure, we could have just got out at any time, but Mesa and I constantly had this persistent faith that it could get better, that, you know, any issues that were there, we could learn, we could work toward better, and then it was just thing after thing. Either there were technical issues, or there were issues of us just trying to live life, because lo and behold, the contests weren't. They were not our lives. They were just something we were doing and trying to do so that people could have fun. And then there were people that were actively trying to make that worse. People that never acted in good faith. People like Risebell, people like Lahari, who
Direct call outs. All right.
who are the worst people in the Bionicle community that I've ever had to deal with. And clearly have a lot of learning to do in their lives. And I hope one day that they can.
See, that's bad. If LJ remembers some specific names, that means you done, Matt. I don't remember anyone.
I can't remember crap.
They're persistent, persistent presence.
I don't
I can't
remember
even
nobody
say-
names.
It just...
Ugh.
They were the worst. They made us miserable. They did the most to try to just make it as difficult as possible and to cause us as much grief as possible. There was no goodwill, there was no good faith. It was miserable. Like, I just remember, I have pictures of all the different times that I had blood vessels burst in my eyes and I'd get like bloodshot eyes because of the stress. And like, I know a lot of people might be like, wow, why are you picking a fight? Why are you calling them out at this point? Because I've really refrained for a while, but you know, it's my story to tell too. And they weren't the ones under that stress. They weren't the ones that were suffering like we were.
Let him cook.
You know?
Let him go.
And it's the more I let it like stay bottled up, it just builds and it builds. And you know, I don't want it to just go poof. But it was really hard. Because you have that, which is supposed to be a source of enjoyment and a source of like something to get away to. But I kept on remarking to people, like, I go to work to get away from what I was doing online. And like, I work, I'm an emergency, the official term is an emergency communications officer. That's what I am. I'm a 911 dispatcher. And, you know, sometimes you hear some really intense things. I love it, though. I love it so much. And it really hasn't been a source of stress for me. But
We hear some really intense things, but I love it.
I do.
So you love the job and the way you help people, I imagine is how you meant that.
Yes, that is what I meant. I'm sorry. But yeah. I mean, I love what I do. I love getting to help people, and we do help a lot of people. And going to that was my source. That was the way I got away from the contests.
Which is crazy because that job entails so much of, you know, you are helping people who are going through actual like
Legitimate
emergency
emergencies.
situations and you
People
know
that-
like life-threatening situations.
People whose houses are
And-
on fire, who have been
and-
grievously injured.
Yeah, people's houses are on fire, and then when you go online to talk about freaking plastic toys with other people who supposedly enjoy the same hobby, they're treating you like you burnt their house.
Yeah. Yeah.
down
They're
and
like,
everything. It's
they're
come on, man.
Yeah, and it was rough. And after that ended, unfortunately, it was a cruel irony. It ended with Greg Farshty being laid off from Lego. So after that stopped, there was a lot of reevaluation as to what I wanted to do. because that was done. I got to do the big videos I wanted to do. I wasn't really sure what else I wanted to do with the channel because my pursuit is still voice acting. Not because I'm passionate about voice acting, but because I think I could do a good job being a voice actor and make a living off of that. And in order to do that, I've determined that I need to leave the state of Idaho. And that process is taking a very long time for reasons I'm not going to get into. But that still doesn't have once I'm able to, it's going to be a very new and exciting time of just getting to start over and get into what I want to be doing professionally. But that's still also going to take some time to get to. Because, I'm not going to leave to somewhere else and then immediately be like, I'm going to start being a voice actor. No, I'm going to be a dispatcher somewhere else first because these are transferable skills that I've built up. So,
Heck yeah, dude.
It's taking a while, but got a roof over my head, food in my stomach, water in a glass. I've got a great job with fantastic coworkers, and I get to hang out with you guys when we're able. So I think things are good. They are stressful, but they are good, and I'm glad people have been enjoying some of the stuff we do.
The way I see it is, I would describe the last year as your personal rock bottom in terms of your perception of the channel content.
Yeah.
It's what I said earlier about keep the peace. I think this applies in general to the experiment, but also relevant to this subject we're discussing, your well-being specifically. You could decide in 6 months that you're just not having fun with keep the peace, and if that ever happens, I would fully support you just bowing out, pulling a VAR.
The way that I've tried to structure it, and the work isn't done. But the way that I want it to be is that there will eventually be a change of hands, and there will be new people at the helm that will be sufficient, and it will be easy for them to slot in, and they can do whatever they want, and they can have a fun time. And if they need my help, I will help.
But you will not have to.
I will not have to be the forebearer of something.
Yep,
like
that
VAR used to be.
That is what we are actively moving towards.
The TTV Juniors real.
I want
basically.
I want to metaphorically hand my Miru off to someone. It's like, you're the new LJ.
Yeah, oh my god.
Which I think is the natural end point.
I think it is. Yeah, yeah.
You can't do it forever. Nobody can.
No,
it's all could we pop on and have a check-in like this every now and then? Sure, but front bearing, the load of a full-on channel when your own passions don't align with it, that's not sustainable. So I only support involvement in anything from this point on if there's fun to be had. So far, It seems like we're having fun, but we'll see if that stays. We're gonna give it our all, though. But
yeah,
I hope so.
I hope so too.
It's been good. I'm glad the channel is going well, and it is going well, and it's confirmed some of our suspicions for a while, algorithmically. So it's been good.
Yeah.
I just hope that it stays fun and positive, and the crew that's working on it, they're fantastic. They're a great group of people. They're doing a great job. And I hope that it can expand one day so that more good people come on and have fun.
I love it. I like where your head's at, Elge.
But,
and I think we're all pulling for you to
pulling
to
for
increase
everyone,
the level of
I was
happiness.
about to say, yeah. We're all. What's that? The one song from.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
We're all in this
All
forever.
in this
Forever, ever, ever, and ever. We're all in forever.
No, no. We are not all in fur. No.
We're all in...
No.
All right.
I draw the line. You
All
stop it.
We're all in fur forever.
Cruella DeVille, is that you?
There's a super chat, Canadian $20 from Waj. who says, if it weren't for TTV, I wouldn't have met some of my best friends. So I'm grateful for the opportunities you guys gave me back then, and I'm excited to see where the channel goes in 2023. Well, I'm grateful for all the stuff you did for us. You helped us a lot, dude. You're
Yeah.
a very cool person. Thank
You
you.
helped us in a time where we really had no idea what the heck we were doing. And because of that, you dealt with a lot of really crappiness. So for
Yeah.
that, I am
well,
grateful and apologize.
I'm so sorry, Wash. I'm so sorry.
I don't
All right.
remember what happened, but I'm sorry
He
too.
was an editor.
Yeah, he's one of our editors.
I
and
choose
one
to
of
believe
the
I wasn't the problem.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
were not
well,
the problem.
choose wrong. No.
dude, there's so
All right.
much stuff that happened that I just don't remember.
Yeah, I
It's
don't remember a
crazy.
lot either.
It's
To be
probably you're
honest.
probably better off.
I
I
Yeah.
remember
remember-
the I remember the feelings. I remember like the experience more than I remember the details.
I remember
it's
too much.
Crazy.
I want to remember less, and even that's been a problem.
Oh, that
Well-
I can agree on to a different degree. I remember a lot of stuff I hated about y'all, but
Oh no! Let's not turn into
Well,
that
I hated you
podcast.
too.
we're not gonna get into that.
Wait. All right.
One of those things being that I had this dream, right, where
Oh, here we
Meso,
go.
where I used to have this host this chat room, right, and
No.
in this dream, Meso somehow took
Oh boy.
like control of the chat room. I logged on like this weird laptop, and I just see Meso like posting a bunch of stuff, and I was like, what the heck is this? And Meso's like, I've taken control. And then I remember just clicking on random keys and stuff, trying to figure out what happened and how he took control of the chat, and he was mocking me.
Are you sure it was a
Mocking me, I
dream,
would
Vin?
say.
Are you
No,
sure
it wasn't a dream, you scoundrel. It was a
I did more
nightmare.
or less take control of the chat and invite all my friends and ruin it.
And I
for
was
you
like, what
forever.
could I do? No. And then, yeah, exactly. The nightmare became true. Because then what happened on that chat room is Meso introduced me to these guys, and now here we are. So
More or less. I did. It was a chain. I did not necessarily introduce them specifically, but we met through a chain that I indirectly caused.
Oh, did you?
I remember stuff about LJ, man.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Yo,
all right.
like
all right.
y'all, all of you haters out there that think you had it rough with LJ, you think you had a good reason to not like this guy?
Bro.
I'm just gonna say, all I'm gonna say is, look, I have been through worse with him, and I'm still his friend.
Thanks, Ben.
Went
Well,
through it
there you
all.
go.
My
So
first
you guys-
interaction with him
you guys
was
suck.
shutting him up.
Yeah.
You guys are weak, because if that's the most that you could take from LJ, oh man, I don't know about you.
If you want to
I-
find
I
out what
wish
he
you
did,
well.
tune in next
I hope
time.
you do good.
Tune in
I hope
next
you do
time.
I'm sorry, Van. Hopefully, I'm tolerable now.
And same goes for you, because I know I was a piece of crap before too. But that's besides the point. We're all great now. I love you guys so much, and this is always every TTV experience is just like, it's so memorable in so many positive ways, and I get the feeling we're ending soon because people
Yes.
are hungry.
Yes. I am in imminent
Yeah,
wrap
yeah.
up
The
mode.
channel is ending for good soon.
So
you're right.
if you have any favorite moments you want to mention,
I
let me
was
know
just
now.
gonna bring up one, and it was that we finally, after however many years of being friends only online, when we finally got to meet for the first time, Brick Fair 2016. That is my absolute favorite TTV experience. And then, of course, meeting more and more of our group each other Brick Fair afterward, and each other trip that we do is just like, it is always so much fun and such an enlightening experience, especially coming from somebody who doesn't really travel a lot or go outside of the state or go on trips, you know, like that. And every other trip then on, meeting all you guys and having fun, making memories, that's my favorite TTV experience right there.
I put up on screen the original, one of the original videos from the original meetup. Original photos. I'll post it here.
All those years ago. Oh man.
Just the
That's
5 of
what
us.
that stuff, man. That's some good stuff. That made
the 5 of us for sure.
Just the 5 of us.
that made it all worth it. That made all the podcasting, the on eBay today videos, the let's plays, the reviews, all that stuff was worth it because it was just like contributing to this epic friendship that we've carried on.
It's the
throughout these years.
culmination. It's about like you meet people through shared interests, and then you grow up alongside those people. And now look at us. Now we're the kind of friends we sit and call, and we like laugh at each other's pets, and we talk about politics, and we talk about our jobs. We're normies.
What
We're
happened?
adults. we grew up.
We grew up. We all changed in so many different ways, and yet we still find enough enough to appreciate about each other, and that to carry on what we've been doing for so long is just
To move
being
along.
good
Move
friends. I freaking love that.
It's pretty wholesome.
It's pretty dang wholesome.
You're pretty
Hey,
wholesome.
You're making me cry. Actually, I'm gonna pull out some tissues.
You're making yourself cry. You're the one talking.
crying out of my belly button.
What?
It's
think you
weird.
gotta-
It's crazy.
I think you need to get
I don't
that
know
checked
how
out.
this works.
I would recommend going to a doctor.
I kind of want
I don't know. Think I'm dying now. I think
It's-
this has been so wholesome that it's killing me.
I kind of want to post one of the pictures from our latest trip.
Do
Us on the sand dune. Is that okay, guys?
Dude, the
Yeah.
sand dude was so
Dude,
good.
why are you sharing my face? Stop.
I had pause for a moment. You made me pause. Like, what? Okay, I'm sorry.
Dude.
Wait a sec, you son of a.
The recent like TTV beach trip we did was like one of our best ones.
Oh, dude, the beach episode was great.
Dude, the sand dude.
Dude, look at Var smelling his shoes. No, I'm just kidding.
But like,
TTV's adventure through the sand dunes.
if you look at this, and most all of the, with the exception of Fluff, almost everyone in that original photo that I posted is in this picture.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm in both of them.
Oh. I'm sorry, but it's like
Dune Part 2.
these images are how many years apart? How long ago was 2016?
6 years.
6 years.
Math.
But 6 years out of the how many that we've known each other?
Like 14.
14.
So it's
A lot.
like less than half.
Still.
Yup. That's pretty crazy, man.
What
It's a good
other
feeling.
what other good memories do you guys have?
Anybody else have a favorite memory to close off?
I mean,
this
I think I would be kind of bouncing off what has already been said. Like, I feel like most of my favorite memories of what I can remember are not really channel related anymore. Like, my favorite memories are when we get to hang out and do things as friends, totally separate from, making content out of our relationship. Like it's
Yeah.
more, just us being friends and having a personal relationship with each other and doing things not Bionicle related, like going to the beach together. That was really fun.
I agree. Blasting music.
Our October
Going-
trips
going
have been
to,
pretty good.
And going to Dollywood, all the things that we've done, kind of that nobody listening
really
to this
no one-
podcast knows about. Those are my personal favorite memories.
I agree. Those are inflating a lot in recent years in my mind.
Yeah.
The only exception, I think, the only time where there's a mutual cross section besides the obvious brick fairs would be the New York Comic Con trip where you and I and only you and I went to see Bionicle G2 for the first time.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. That was awesome. That's probably my favorite like Bionicle
Channel
like,
memory.
yeah, channel related memory. But like, I think what I think of as like my favorite memories currently aren't even the big TTV trips. It's our little like visits. Like the one I'm thinking of the most like right now is like Meso, you and Haley stopping by to visit Purple and I, and we went to go see Spider-Man.
That was so good.
Yeah,
That was so good.
that
I'll
was
never
awesome.
forget. I'll never forget us coming out of that theater, and I turned to you, and you're like, I mean, it was okay. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, good
So
times.
that's fun.
Well, it's because we're getting
likewise,
older and we're
LJ
able to do that more, you know?
Yeah, likewise, LJ and Haley stopping by. I think it was around Christmas, right? One of those years,
No,
some
I
kind of
don't
thing.
think it was Christmas. At Brick Fair. Because like usually what
I
I'll do.
remember Haley bringing gifts. That's why I think Christmas, because Haley left gifts. She brought
Oh
me
no, it was.
alcohol.
Yeah, no, I think it was for her birthday at one point.
Yeah, one of
It's
those.
like we had,
But
we had
anyway,
a small get together for that.
yeah, we had a small get together. Like you and Haley came and visited us, and we had some time like hanging out. Those are my favorite memories. I think just us being friends and
Well.
just chilling and talking about adult things. Like our current lives, like
Boomers.
work and boomer crap.
Yeah, man, you guys.
I
are
like
invited.
being in the
Yeah.
call and talking about like politics and the housing market and the goings on at work and that kind of thing. Like I
You mean you
like
don't like having 4-hour-long conversations about whether Jimmy Stringer's chest plate
no,
is
I don't.
transparent dark blue
I don't. Not
or
anymore.
Vada blue?
I like when
It's
like
not a
that
good car,
our
by the way.
I
It
like
is a
that
good
our lives have finally transcended past
Hobby.
this silly bubble. Like we're beyond that now. We're not
Yeah.
part of like Bionicle isn't what holds us together anymore.
We're
I like that.
family.
Family.
We're family.
We're family.
I mean, unironically, at the risk of sounding cheesy, as
here we
someone who
go.
doesn't have much family, I do consider TTV my family.
Oh,
No,
dude,
fair.
I definitely consider TTV.
Now, why don't you ever
family.
hang out with us? Why are you always playing Destiny instead?
Yeah, ooh,
Well,
yeah,
not
get him,
anymore,
Var, get
but
him.
you
Yes,
used
get
to.
him. Get him.
But I mean, that's just like my family. I don't hang out with my family much. So, yeah.
Just the highs and buys.
Highs and buys,
Get him.
bro. Oh.
Yeah, some
I get
family
that.
you are.
Got another super chat.
Oh, no. Thank you, Vin. When's the Vin super chat soundboard? I love it. Another one from Trevor Samora. Man, you're very generous tonight. Thank you.
Everyone has
Yeah.
been so kind. Thank you all so very much.
Man, this
Listening-
podcast has made
Where
a
is
whole lot of
it
money.
going, though?
A whole lot of money that none of us are gonna see.
Where is it going?
Listening to this,
Meso gets a couch. I'm digging through the cushions.
listening to this is shockingly uplifting. I wish you all well in your journey and hope for the best for all of you, even if it means never hearing from you again. Haha. Happy New
Aw.
Year and here's to the future. I mean, look, never say never.
Yeah,
You
you'll hear
know?
from us again.
You'll probably
we'll
hear
always-
from these guys again. It's just
We'll
not
always
often.
be around,
Yeah.
Like we're not.
We're not dying.
Yeah, we're not dying.
Knock on wood.
Maybe you
Yeah.
guys aren't. I'm old.
I just got over COVID. I'm
That's
Not with
fine.
fine.
that voice crack or not.
Look at it this way.
I turned 33 on Friday.
Happy
Wow,
birthday.
you're an old man. Do you need a cane now, old timer?
No, I don't need a cane. I
You need diapers now.
Look at it this way.
You need a Jello pudding pop.
Look at it this way, audience. People like, people like Var, people like Vin, people like, Fluff, Takuma. They're not really into Lego stuff right now. We haven't really had any other avenues to do podcasts that weren't Lego centric for a long time. Who knows what may happen if we do the TTV podcast regularly? It's not like you'll never hear from them again.
We'll run out of content.
But this is the kind of the ending of an era, It's saying close the one chapter, open the new one, and who knows what the future may hold.
You won't see me on the channel. You'll probably see me
Favor.
in the credits for some
Sorry.
game or something.
LJ?
What are you laughing?
What?
What
Oh,
is
there's
Dude,
dying.
what is happening? Why are you dying?
was looking for
Why
that.
are you running?
Vin eating the pizza.
Dude, that was some good freaking pizza. I'm hungry. I gotta go.
all right.
Dude,
Point is, if you miss anyone from the channel and you miss your old favorites and you want to know where they're at, it's okay to let things go. It's okay to let people go their own way and be happy. Or you can pay $1 and join
Oh
the
my
TTV channel
gosh,
Patreon
you
chat, and
ruined
you
it.
can say hi to Var by adding him in the chat.
get ready to mute your notifications, Var.
Yeah, for real.
Disable mentions.
Disable it.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go ahead and end this. People are hungry. People
Wait,
need
what
to go
the-
eat.
There's so many of us that
Yeah,
don't
I'm
get
hungry,
to talk
dude.
about
I
My
gotta go-
memories. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
My pizza scooper has been staring at me in the face for so long. It's time for me to put that thing back to work. I need
I
to.
mean, I'm not hungry, so we can keep going if you wanted. We could just let Varpul go.
Nah, I think we should all round it out. I mean,
why just them? Why not? I gotta
You're
go
not
too.
allowed to leave it.
Yeah, what the?
Come back for the next episode.
I want my money.
No, for real. Anybody has any other favorite memories before we end?
Well, I mean, you kind of killed the moment, so I don't know if I want to like say it anymore because you're like,
Wow.
cool, let's move on.
Say it, man. I'm sorry,
I think it's
No, just end it.
but I want to hear it.
Well, I mean, I say it like every single time we like this topic comes up, but like, okay, now this time imagine I'm like about to die in someone's arms. Like, you got like the sentimental like anime music going, like super bright lighting is like, I will always remember those times. We all worked on our own video series and we only had like 9,000 subscribers. We all made our own individual series. And I will never forget that. before we were popular, you know, I mean, like we were gaining steam, but
we were
you know,
not
it was-
there yet.
Yeah,
The humble beginnings.
I will always enjoy like that time where we actually all felt pretty productive about like all our wacky ideas. But I mean, all the cool recent stuff IRL is also very cool, if not better. But you know, I just had to throw in some of the old channel memories.
There
Or you
go.
say the little stuff. I like the times me and Ven hung out, like when I was moving back to the US. That was pretty fun.
That was fun.
When I fell asleep during John Wick, that was a great time.
That was hilarious.
Like coming for the Monkey Kid reviews, that was also fun.
Monkey.
And I
That
definitely
did
want to
happen.
come. I want to come back to visit sometime for sure.
I
Eventually.
forget, you know, thinking about those little visits, I forget that you did that last one for Monkey Kid reviews.
Even though that was like most of the trip, like we had to
I know.
stay in your apartment most of the trip. But yeah,
I remember
feel
hanging
that.
out more so than the reason why we were hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh man.
Somebody had to do it.
we got
Somebody actually joined the Patreon.
Oh. He's gonna @var. Watch out.
Will yeah,
boy.
Var.
Var. Look at
Prepare to get ignored.
That's a thought that counts.
All right, guys. I'm out of here. But for real this time.
I'm Invi.
Let's end it, Messa.
Okay. I would like to thank you all very much.
Thank you.
We made it to about 3 hours. I think that is appropriate for TTV. This was a very good episode. Lots of
have it
good
any other
times,
way.
lots of good
But
discussions,
shorter.
funny, introspective, the whole 9 yards. Thank you all for your help over the years. I wish you well in your future endeavors. And
Have a nice life.
Vin, you're fired from the HR department.
Finally.
You can't fire me because I quit.
Okay, fair enough.
Technically, HR is in charge of hiring and firing, so
Oh god.
Yeah.
Wait, let's
I
talk about this.
fired myself, fool. You'll never
And,
get your hands on my shredder claws.
nice.
To all of the fans who have stuck with us over the years, don't worry, we're not actually going anywhere. It's just content will slow down, but we're still gonna pop in every occasionally. Thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday season. A very happy new year, and we will see you soon enough for
See
any
you next
potential elephants that may or may not be in the room. I am Messa.
I'm Var.
I'm LJ.
I'm Ven.
I'm Invi.
I'm Takuma Nuva.
And
I'm Purple.
Fluffy was here.
And
R.I.P. and Fluffy.
And this has been
Totally talked over purple.
There we go. There it
Why did it
is.
sound like you fell down a paper towel roll?
And there's And this was TTV 349. Thank you, and good night.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Get the heck
It's
out
great
of here.
being back.
You can't go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
First day
Watch me.
back. It's my last.
Last day.